What's up? I can't do it that way. Yeah, Boss Dog, big up, mate. Carl, good to see you, buddy. YouTube idiots, Top G, Pegs, Jimbo. How are you all doing? That dog has only got one ear. He's got two ears, mate, but one of them's constantly down for some reason. But what I was told was, yes, Lammy, good to see you, mate. Cheers for popping in. With dogs like him, you need to train their ears when they're younger. You have to like tie them together so they're constantly up. Well, that's what happens. One goes up and one stays down, and that's what he's like, bless him. But I think it gives him character. Faulty ear, I know, mate. Can you all hear me all right, yeah? The wife's just gone shopping, so I thought I'd do a quick live for half hour since I haven't been about for a while. Faulty ear. I've only been going in certain chats nowadays. Can't be fucking arsed with the bullshit. Incog! Good to see you, mate. Too much shit and too many. Do you know what YouTube's turned into? It's turned into a breeding ground for wrong uns, mate. That's what it has. So, how are you doing, mate? Does everyone agree? It's turned into a fucking breeding ground for wrong uns who are blatantly there in sight. Do you know what I mean? It does my head in. That's why I took a step back and fucking don't need it anymore. I've got too much going on in the real world to be sucked into fucking certain fucking shit on here when it's just the same old regurgitated bullshit all the fucking time. Especially off fucking Muppet Julian and fucking cock pump fucking cheesy small willy fucking shuffling. Same bullshit. Then you got fucking Paul Anning. What the fuck's that about? Stolen valor. Stolen fucking valor, mate. Anyone can see it from a fucking mile off. He's never been in the army. The British Dutchman. How are we, buddy? Good to see you, mate. And yet he gets a pass. He gets a fucking pass. I think, do you know what I mean? I've had certain opinions on Garth in the past. I have. And when it all come out about him snapping fingers and all that, I was the first to fucking jump on the bandwagon and give him a load of fucking abuse and shit. But like recently, he seems to have calmed down quite a bit, and he's got valid points. Like when he jumped on Annings the other night, was it Annings? And he showed him his fucking stripes and that. Shut him straight up, didn't it? Paul didn't know what to say. He's mentally ill, mate. If you go back and look at the first little video we put up on YouTube, right? Yeah, he has. He has, YouTube idiots. Yeah, he has, mate. When he was pissed, he was a fucking idiot. But when he's sober, that guy speaks a lot of fucking sense, you know. A lot of sense. Yeah, I agree, Boss Dog. I agree, mate. Let me just turn this camera off. I need to blow my nose, man. Well bunged up still after fucking having that COVID. 1 minute. That COVID wiped me out. Absolutely wiped me out. When was it? Not last Thursday, the Thursday before. I was fine. Went to work as normal, woke up Friday morning at about 3 a.m, and I felt fucking ill. My head was banging. I was really cold. Went back to sleep, woke up at the normal time that I get up for work. That was a fart. What a fanny fart. Yeah, woke up at the normal time to go for work. I said to the wife, I said, I can't go in. I said, I've got no energy, I'm cold, I've got an headache. And we had a bit of an argument. She thought that I was fucking trying to get out of work. So I did a COVID test and it fucking, boom. I've never seen the lines come up fucking so quick. And then she was apologising then, oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, I got over that. I was only off for 5 days. That's the policy at my work, you know, which is a bit fucking mad. Hey up, Cindy. Fly. The policy is, for the first 5 days that you've got COVID, you stay off. But on that 6th day, you're allowed to go back into work without even testing again. Even if you're positive. And I didn't have to wear a mask or nothing. So I went back in as normal. On the, what day was it? I think I went back on a Wednesday. No, I went back on a Thursday, sorry. I went back on the Thursday. And one of the other loader that loads the bins on the lorry with me, because you have 2 loaders and a driver, the other loader, he got in the cab after me and he was coughing and that. He said, oh, I feel rough. And I'm thinking, well, you ain't fucking got it off me because you've coughing before you even got in the cab, like. And yeah, he rang in sick the next day saying he had COVID. And then went in today and the driver's fucking come down with it now as well. Ah. It's mad, isn't it, Cindy? It's mental how it works. Because if you remember when it first come out, we had lockdowns and only certain people could go to work. But now it's like you can be around people. You can go to work if you've got it. And it just doesn't make sense to me. But to be fair, I didn't have no jab, so I thought I was going to get it a lot worse than I did. Sounds like Tunes, Army Corner. Don't like him, mate. You know I don't. He's a fool to himself, that man. He's a fool to himself. Mental health this, mental health that. I've been diagnosed with bipolar for fucking years now. I've got medication that I'm on. I don't come on here crying about it, do I? You can't do that in life. You just got to fucking get on with it. Ginge! Good to see you, mate. It's been a while. Stop crying and get the link out. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Makes a change for me not to come on here fucking pissed up, doesn't it? Don't drink anymore. Right, let me see if I can put this link out. PP! How we doing, mate? Hey, I bet you're looking forward to fucking... Is it next month? You're going abroad fishing? Damn, my eyesight, shit. I'm struggling to read these messages. There's my brother from another mother. Sir Bomber. Cheers for coming in, mate. What did YouTube just say there? Dave, we see you, bro. Grafting for the family. Listen, I wouldn't have it any other way. I would not have it any other way. If I wasn't going to work every week and bringing them pennies home to support my kids, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. Because growing up, when people say they had fuck all, let me tell you, we had fuck all. All the money used to go on my mum's ex-fella, who was an alcoholic. And that's what it was like. There was never no food in the cupboards. And before, this is no word of a lie, before we used to go to school in the morning, my old dear used to wake me up at 5:30 in the morning, and she used to send me to go and nick a couple of bread loaves from outside the co-op. Do you remember when the bread used to get delivered in the morning and used to leave it outside the front? And I used to have to go and nick a couple of bread loaves so we could have toast for breakfast. If not, you didn't have nothing. And nick milk and fucking shit like that. Dave, put your link out. Oh, shit, yeah. There's me rambling on. Who else we got in? Irish! Good to see you, mate. I can remember a time when you never used to come on here, or Moons, thinking that it would push other people away, mate. But as I've said, anyone's always welcome on my channel, apart from certain people, and we know who they are, eh? Yeah. I know the real ones when I see them, mate. I pick who I speak to on here now very wisely. Believe me, I do. Believe me, I do. Is that better, Cindy? Hey? Is that better? Look at that for an airline for a 40-year-old, look. I'm not doing bad, am I? Come on. It's just a shame about these. My missus is always on about fucking plucking them. I'm like, yeah, you can piss off. No worries, Irish, mate. No worries. Right, let me see if I can put link out. My fucking eyesight is Right, let me try that again. Right, guests. Invite. It's been that long since I've done out like this. Now what do I do? Put a comment in, is it? Post comment. That. Hang on. I need glasses. I can't even read that. The geezer from 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps. Now I'm better looking than him, mate. Gaz. Or the fucking dopey one. I bet you're on about the dopey one, aren't you? Will Meller. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Right, hang on. How the fuck? I can't even remember how to do this, guys. Copy link. Right, and then more. Post comment. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, I can't even fucking remember how to do this shit. Donna, cheers for popping in, lovely. Did I see our Quaver did? Hey, Lindsay! Fuck it, I can't do it. Invite guests, yeah. Guests can stream this to their own destination. No. Copy link, right? Copy link, then what do I go on? Can someone help me out here? I've copied the link, what do I go on? More, post comment. Right, that's there. Ah, I think we've got it. Is that it? Nice one for coming in, guys. All here, I mean that. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I was afraid there's only going to be a couple of people in. I'm looking old though, aren't I? Look at me fucking eyes, man, them lines. Yeah, I think I've done it now, PP. Oh, you agree with me? PP's put yes, Dave. You agreeing with me that I look old? Cheers for that, mate. Botox. Oh. I've had a long paper round, put it that way. Will Smith is looking good. Did you see him did you see him jump up on stage and fucking slap that fucking presenter? Oh, we've got a guest. And it's my very, very good pal. Fly me to the moon.
What's happening, rude boy?
Yeah, boy. How are
Well,
you, mate?
that was like being on Jim Smith there. I could hear the cogs turning in your head there when you were trying to put that link in.
Mate, it's been that long since I've done it, I fucking forgot. Literally. Dave.
Have you gone for the Bidsy look there? Like, you look like Bidsy.
Mate, I can't believe he was on Shit Pit Steve's. I really
Did you
can't.
see it?
No,
Did you see it?
You mentioned it Saturday.
Oh, man. The best mates now, man. He was on there for hours.
I don't get that, mate. That's just fucking, to me, that's just weird. So I've never seen him on anyone's live before, you.
He's been floating about Bidsy. I reckon he must have been watching, and like somehow he thought Steve was a decent place to go in. He's lost all respect, like, off me now, like.
Do you know what I think it is, mate? I don't think he knows all the shit that's gone on. I don't.
Yeah.
To me, he doesn't seem the kind of person that'd give anyone a buy for what the. Well, he's a fucking idiot, Steve, isn't he? I lost all respect for him, mate, when he went in on Boss Dog that day, and I've never been on his channel since, mate.
Well, yeah, it's all Boss Dog's fault, really. Like, he started everything. He started everything on Flavours when he offered Shuffling 50 quid to smash the guitar over his head. That's where it all started, you know.
Do you know something? And I'll say it now. I kind of liked Shuffling back then, mate. When he first come on, he was going on Flavours. I thought he was a decent lad. He was quite funny.
Yeah.
But now he's just turned into a fucking idiot who I'd love to smash to fuck.
Do you think there's any turning back for him? Think there's any coming back?
No. Not a fucking chance, mate. He's got more chance of platting Fog. He's in deep, mate. YouTube is his life. That's it. Yeah. YouTube is his fucking life, mate. And he thinks the people on here that are loyal to him and speak to him, he thinks they're real mates. Do you know what I mean? He needs to grow up, mate.
But have you seen his new he's got like new mannerism now, and he's come back and he's like, he never raises his voice now. He like,
man, that went.
Yeah, it makes it, because now he sounds patronising when he's saying everything, you know what I mean?
True though, YouTube idiots, isn't it? He's got more chance of fucking platting Fog, mate, than going back on all his mistakes, mate. Do you know, I've been on YouTube a few years now, and I don't think there's anyone that's been on here that I despise more than him, mate. I really fucking can't stand him.
Yeah, that's been for a while, like, isn't it?
Put me in a ring with a cunt, mate. I'd demolish him in a minute.
Did you see when he jumped on Monks the other day? That was funny as fuck. It wasn't funny for Monk, like, at the time, but I think most people in the chat and that who were listening in, which was quite a lot. Yeah, he didn't like, you know what I mean? He had him on his panel and that, and I think it just penny dropped with Monk, and he just thought, oh, I can't be doing this. Did you not see it when he asked him to leave?
No, he's never been come on here, mate. Any of them fucking idiots. Do you know what I mean? I've got to give it to Anton, mate. He said he was staying away, and he has done. Do you know what I mean? Fair play to him.
Well, I'll give you a little something I seen the other day. I think Anton is roundabout in chats. Somebody let it slip the other day. I'm not going to say the name, like, but they have been in our chats.
Yeah, I bet under a different name, mate. Just ghosting.
Yeah, he is there. I've seen it. Somebody let it slip the other day.
Benny is trying to be the peacemaker. Oh, Bacteria Benny.
Benny in the Binder. He started his Christmas shopping, you know, like yesterday, like he's Oxfam. 1:30 this morning, he started his Christmas shopping.
This guy's a fucking melt.
Honestly, mate.
Arsenal 2-0 up already.
Are they?
Hey, Boss Dog, I'll tell you something, mate. When he had Ice Queen on the other night, mate, I didn't watch the live because I was in bed. But I caught up on it the next day and watched it, you know. I was fucking howling all the way through. When he popped that one tooth out from his mouth. I'm just stepping out of character a minute. It's nothing personal.
What is it about teeth and YouTube? You know what I mean? Everyone wants to see your teeth or like feel your muscles or something, don't they?
You can't see my
Bullshit.
teeth. I haven't fucking got none.
Don't really want to see anyone's teeth, really. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like, unless you've got the turkey teeth, it's not. They're not really nice teeth, are they? You know what I mean?
Yeah, boy!
What's that? I haven't even got your camera on, mate. What are you doing?
Me fucking raving glasses, mate. Me raving glasses.
Oh yeah. Have you seen Armchair Arthur's? It's reminded me of Cartman there for a minute. Remember when Cartman used to come on and all he could see was a red light, Dave?
Yeah, from his bivvy.
Yeah. he's like PP's got posters of Cartman all over his bedroom wall and that. You know
That's
what I mean?
not.
Have you?
Nah, fuck off. That's not. If that's Anton, show me your face.
Well,
Or show me something. Nah, that's not Anton, mate. Not a chance.
no. What's the channel called?
Anton.
Nah, I think there's been a dodgy. Oh, I don't know. Like someone said, there might have been like. It's up to you, mate. I did hear of somebody saying there was an Anton today in the chat, and then someone said it was fake, and then someone said it was real. A mod. I don't know.
Well, somebody
You
was
don't
in the
talk about Anton, do you?
that was just called Anton.
You
I
don't
said,
talk
show.
about Anton, no, do you?
They just flick the camera on and off, but showed nothing.
Oh, no, they've been in the back chat, man. Giving you shit in the back chat, Dave.
Let's have a look at the fucking chat then.
I never look in the back chat, but look at that. Stuff is. Have you read it?
Fight me in Anfield if you're so hard. You a bin mover. You're a good kid and don't step to me, Dave. I like you. Don't make me. That's on. Hang on.
You gotta love it, man. Some of the, you know what? Some of these fakes, right, are proper funny as fuck. I think we all need. Can you remember? Can you hear us? Can you remember a few weeks ago, Dave, when when I was doing a few lives right on the nights? Can you remember the fake Harlem were coming in and the fake who else was it? There was a fake Harlan, but they were funny as fuck.
Fly, can you just hold the fort for 10 minutes while I just fucking help the missus put the shopping away?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll just talk to the chat. 1 minute. We'll just get the chat up. Yeah, man. Who's there? There was loads of batty fishes in the chat there, like Peggy's there. Hey, what about Monk getting out? YouTube idiots. What about last night on Jim's? Did you see he highlighted 2 comments in like 6 hours? I think he was just ignoring us though in the chat in the end, like. But there's PP, the first Moon Quiz champion of 2024. The great effort there from PP. PP as did tell me one day in a back chat that he has invested his whole life savings in denim, denim. He said it's like in a few years it's going to be like gold and you won't be able to get hold of it. He was telling me how he's got this denim catsuit, but he doesn't. He tries it on every couple of weeks. Big zip up the front, like Elvis. My Jimbo, he does, mate. He does. The denim aftershave. Anything with denim wrote on. Anything with denim, PB's got it. Got over 300 pairs of jeans. Flares, the lot, man. Boot cuts his favourite. You know, with his rock paws. But yeah, he's got a pink car, like, has he? Is that true, PP? Anyway, before I forget, PP, the quiz, yeah. So, and you have to, as the champion, you have to, by law, like, join in the next one to, what do you call it, to defend your title. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely a full-length mirror thing there, like, Jimbo. Hey, Jimbo, that was you on the panel the other night, wasn't it? I was like, go on, Jimbo, lad. Just means that you'd have to jump on man now, like, no excuse. There's the bomber there, there's Quaver. Jimbo's looking well left out without a spanner there, like. Lovely old blues in the chat, and then Jimbo. I'll have a word with Dave for you, Jim. Can't be having that, like. Best clip on YouTube. Who was that? That's someone who we know that. Are you blocked? Ooh. So, no, I was looking at the block list the other day, you know, and there's hardly anyone on it. There's 10 people on it, and most of them are pure trolls, like troll names, you know, like mad troll names and that. Have you noticed? Has everybody's obviously noticed that Dave hasn't hardly been on? You know, he does still watch a little bit, like, but have you noticed how, like, I've seen him pop up in a few chats over the last few days, like a lot more than what he has done in the last few months, and now he's doing the live as well. I think he's had his break now, when I reckon he's going to get back into it. I reckon we'll see a bit more of it. I'm not encouraging that, like. There's Mad Donna there. She's a bit mad, like, isn't she, that Donna? She's a bit wacky. I was saying the other day, I couldn't put me. I didn't have the sound on, and then she just came on the screen and she had her traffic cone on her head, straight up. Yeah, that's the one, PP. PP, where's this place you going? I was telling me, mate, what's it called? Carpland. PP's going to Carpland in Holland, you know, like Diggerland and that. Diggerland in Durham. Well, PP's going all the way to the Netherlands to go to Carpland. I think what it is, it's for fishermen who are not very good, but have got a bit of pull, got a bit of money. You know, they want to feel like they've caught a carp. It's like, it's not even fair. It's all like, go there and pretend he's fishing for carp, but it's all rigged up anyway, innit? We all know PP's like all his carp shots with where he's holding the big carps and that, he has just borrowed them off whoever was sat next to him. No, you're right, YouTube idiots. Backseat, total backseat, like. YouTube idiots, like, guys, never fails to deliver, like, belly laughing again, like last night. Just all I wanted was one message pinned on Jim Smith's, and I would have slept better. But instead, I think he did it on purpose. Like, he put YouTube idiots, like, comment, and just left it. You know that once, if Jim pins a comment, there's not going to be another comment. That comment's there, like, for about 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, 100% YouTube idiots. Yeah, I think Jim just does it on purpose now. Like, you know, it's like a little gimmick. That's his little gimmick thing, innit? Yeah. But he has got the average. He has got the average waiting time, and it backstage, like, before he notices there's anyone backstage, he's got it down to 22 minutes. Like, that's an average 22 minutes you're waiting before Jim notices. Yeah. What was the comment? So we were taking the mic, right? And I think we were taking the mic about Barnsley Bill's avatar. Yeah, it was a bit of a private joke between, like, a few people, YouTube idiots. Like, look at Barnsley Bill's dog, right? Not look at his avatar. He's been on a panel, been on Tunes, so just look at his avatar, yeah. But he's just put that one on. That's a new one. The one he had before was very similar, but the dog didn't have a woolly hat on, yeah. And I'm sure it was YouTube idiots made a comment first, like, saying, "Why has Barnsley Bill got Lucifer? Lucifer's his avatar, you know, Jay Fatty." Mate, I was ill laughing. But then he come back with a new one last night, and it was the same dog, yeah, with a woolly blue and yellow hat on. So then we were just taking the mick out of, to cut a long story short, we were just taking the mick out of Barnsley Bill's dog, about how skinny it is and how sad it looked and that, and it went on for a while. But then, out of all the brilliant, like, comments that were like proper belly laugh comments, Jim Smith's decided to pick the Barnsley Bill's dog is built like PD's missing finger. So he must have thought that was, like, comment of the night or something, so he's highlighted it. And then I think he's just starting to piss me off that he's just leave it there for the whole of the, like, till the end of the live. But I will pull him up about it, like. Garfield, just been watching you, Garth, on Masters. I don't know about everyone else, but I like Masters. Like, I think he's one of the realest people on here. So when I flicked over just about half an hour ago, we had Jack. There was Masters.
Fly 2 minutes, mate. Nice one.
Yeah, man. Yeah, those Masters. Looks like he'd been on the fell asleep on the sunbed. Yeah, like, bright red face like a lobster. Then you got Jaggy Thistle, and then you've got Garfield on the end, like, just talking guff, you know what I mean? Guff talk, but I mean, it's the three wise men in it: Garfield, Jaggy, and Masters. I mean, some serious IQ up there on that panel there, like. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get with Masters, do you? You know what I mean? You never know what you're going to get. But whatever you do get, you only get that Masters for a few days, and then he morphs into another one. But I like all of them, mate. I was gutted because he gave us a spanner as well. Give us a spanner, and a few weeks ago, then, you know, he's like, he took everyone's and forgot to give me mine back. You know what I mean? Even Jim, oh yeah, that's what I want to see Jim Smith about. So when I went on his panel, when I went on his chat last night, first comment in, no spanner, right? No spanner. Thought, oh yeah. I was having a good look in the chat. Most of his chat were blue, and I thought it's just basically just took man. You know what I mean? So straight away, where's my spanner, Batty? Anyway, I got it straight back. But I did hear him mumbling, saying, yeah, I had a bit of a clean out. I don't know if he used them words, but he has singled me out as somebody who's like, whose spanner he's going to take. You know what I mean? Cheers, Garfield, mate. Yeah, that's all we do, innit, man? We just take the mick. Everyone takes a piss on YouTube, and if you notice, it is been getting a little bit better on it. Been getting some good. There's been some good lives in there. A little bit of drama. Obviously, the highlight of last week was Monk. It was Monk week, wasn't it? You know, Baldy Monk. Definitely Monk week. Crazy behaviour, that like. Crazy behaviour. Yeah, I think there was about 200 people in at one point, wasn't there? Fucking hell. Can anyone remember that night on Daryl Adams, when I think it was the night when they went crazy in Troon, didn't they? And people were getting ran over and that. People were getting car bonneted and that. And I think Daryl, I think there was about 50 of us in there. 50 of us in, and then somebody said something about somebody doing like a car bonnet and somebody in Troon. And then it was like, she would have just come live on the panel, or was that exposed? And then it went over to Daryl's, because it went from like 50 to like 250, I think. Oh, them appetizers, you know them appetizers, right, Donna? They've got to be freezing cold. I don't know about anyone else, yeah. But whenever I have a drink, I have to have ice cubes in it, man. Or it has to be freezing cold. Or it's just no, I remember that appetizer, if it was freezing cold or in ice, like lovely, but if it was just like warm room temperature, I mean, I see Cindy. Where's Cindy? I've just had a look there on Cindy's channel, because she's getting a bit of stick at the minute. Like, it's only really winding her up about these subs. 7.6 thousand subs she's got now. So she's like getting like 1,000 a week. You know what I mean? Yeah. Popping off in it, Cindy. Be doing your celebration for 100,000 in the next few weeks. No, do you see the grief spark he got when his subs went up? That's what's going to happen. Like, they're just being nice to you at the minute. I was thinking to myself last night when there was in Jim's chat. I think it was Jim, Julie's, and Cindy, and I thought, you know what? That's like YouTube royalty up there on that panel. Like, you've got Cindy, who's like quietly becoming like subs wise. The more subs in this sort of little community, you know what I mean? And then you've got Jalise, who she's got to be like respected as like the number one mod at the minute. You know what I mean? That's what she's carrying on her shoulders. She's like, especially now she's seen the light with Tunesy. Yeah, so you've got Cindy and you've got Jalise, and then you've got Jim Smith. That's it. He was actually quiet last night. Does anyone notice when he didn't know what to do, did he? Because normally he can't shut Jim up. Like, there's not many people who he's going to shut up for, but he did last night when Mermaid was on. It's funny as fuck, that. Not the situation, but just Jim. He didn't dare say anything. Quality, man. Yeah, but he's loyal. He is loyal there. No matter what you think about Jim Smith, he's stuck by his guns, you know what I mean? He's got a little soft spot for Tunes. I think Tunes knows that as well. I think Tunes can wangle his way back in, like. Well, PP was one a star last night. That's been, has anyone clicked that PP where you were doing our tune? Your hypnosis of the Mermaid Grumpy gate. PP had the tune, our tune off Radio 1. You know, Dave Lee Travis. That's who PP wanted to be when he was younger. Like, he aspired to be like Dave Lee Travis. You know what I mean? Yeah, so PP's doing this hypnosis yet. He's thinking, there's 150 people in here. I can't let him down, so he just went into like PP mode, didn't he? Started coming out with a few big words and that. But it was quite funny, actually. I don't know if Mermaid thought it was funny. Yeah, man, there's loads of funny stuff going on, you know. I'm gonna lie, you must admit, come on, YouTube idiots and PP, like, I mean, I can safely say I will not go in. You're not seeing me in any chat, like, being serious. You know what I mean? So, I mean, everyone in here could all, like, have a good laugh, you know what I mean? PP's pot noodle boss. There's old Quiddy there. Quimbar will always be known as the tune slayer, won't he, for that appearance on tunes, as it was like, it was inspired. You know what I mean? So well done, Quimbar there, mate. I remember, what was it? Tunesy only has one pair of traders because he never goes out the house. You get them moments though, don't you? Cindy tapped into the Chinese. I know. Well, this is it, right? I mean, I'm just having a laugh about it at the minute, you know what I mean? But it's got to be questioned, a rise like that. It's got to be looked into. And she's going to have to start putting up. I want to see her acro. I want to see her enhanced DBS. Like, that's what it's going to come to soon. If, honestly, you see what happened to Sparky. Sparky doesn't even use Sparky's Shack anymore. He's got about 80,000 subs. It was shocking that, you know. It was shocking that, right? I've told Sparky, like, imagine the first person to comment, like, when he went viral with them shorts and he gained all them subs. Who do you think was the first person to, like, think, oh, I'll put it in the chat that he's bought all his subs? You know what I mean? Shocking, man, the grief spat he got over all that, like. Yeah, PP's had some people going in on him, like, I know it's nothing new, but yeah, I've noticed that. There's somebody was giving him loads of shit last night. Can't think of the name. RU or something. RU45 or something.
Maybe you still got that cough.
Did it knock it out then, Dave, that COVID?
Yes, I.
Did it knock it out, that COVID? Like, was it like tune style?
The first 3 days, mate, were fucking rough. Really rough.
What, like a really bad flu? Because you know a flu and a cold is different in it. Everyone says, "Oh, I've got the flu," but the flu's bad in it. Was it? Could you get out of bed?
No.
No.
No. It hit me hard,
No
mate.
energy.
No energy. Yeah, nothing, mate. I couldn't eat. I had banging headaches all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think I had it, but I think I only had the little 3-day one that it started off like a cold and then it just went after but it was shit for like 2 days. Mad doing it, like there's always loads of shit going about it there. There's always something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sorry, mate. I was just looking at that fucking message in the back chat.
Well, is he still banging on? Like, I never look at the back chat, you know, and people go up in that back chat, right, and spend hours in there arguing with people, and it's fucking mad.
I don't even know. How can people get into the back chat without actually coming onto the live? I don't know how it works.
I know, that's what I was thinking, right? I was thinking, if they can talk in the back chat, then you could surely press one button and bring them on without them knowing. Or is that not right? I don't know. Something I never used, the back chat, never ever.
2-1.
Is it 5-0, Dave, in the fight? It's only 40 minutes gone. Someone said 5-0.
You know, a lad at work's got fucking a bet on 9-0.
It's crazy that. Oh, Dave, I've had a good week. Have you been looking at my community posts?
Yes, I have.
Mate, absolutely flying there. We got a bit ahead of ourselves on Saturday, like with them 1-1 draws, but still all in with the shout with about 45 minutes to go. You know, when you're still a little bit of a roll.
Yeah. Lincoln drew 0-0, didn't they?
Was it 0-0, was it?
Yeah. Maybe next time, mate, don't do like 1-1s, just do draws. Just a straight draw.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's... when you think about it, it's hard enough to predict one game, and it never mind 4.
Do you know, Lincoln are on a 10-game unbeaten run at the minute?
I know, yeah. I know, but with that, I said to you the other day, I said that with that type of run, you'd expect them to be like in the top 3 or something, but they're not.
Do you know what it was, Fly? Can't you remember just after Christmas, we had like 10 players out injured, we had no strikers, and we went on a run we drew a few, but we lost like 6 on the bounce. And then as soon as the strikers come back, mate, we've just gone on this fucking crazy run. But Saturday we played Stevenage, and Lincoln hate Steve Evans, their boss. We fucking hate him with a passion, right? Loads of people in the stands blow up Mr. Blobbies and was waving him in the stands.
Good hell.
When he was at Boston United, he got jailed for tax evasion. He was paying the players in cash to avoid fucking paying the tax, right? So half of the crowd brought in these big fucking brown envelopes and was waving them all game at him.
You know what, right?
Is that you,
I used to work. I used to work at the Borough Ground, yeah, like on a Saturday, like at the match day. And I remember when we were playing Newcastle and Gaza was playing, right, and just there was all these people just buying like all the Mars bars out the little huts, you know, around the match. Honestly, mate, when Gaza went to take a corner, he just got pelted with about 500 Mars bars, just all hide on the pitch at him.
Yeah, we went to Boston.
The young brother.
He
Great
played
Gaza, like, buddy.
Big up Gaza, a good player, mate. Gaza. That was a good team, the 1990 World Cup. My young brother used to do marshalling at Crystal Palace. And he'd come home with lumps in his head. They'll aim 2p's at him, like no pound coins, it'll be 2p's or whatever they're aiming about you. 10 pences, like pop with the nut and all that. Madness, mate.
Hey,
Madness.
PP, are you a Palace fan, are you? You're a Palace fan, are you, PP? You a Palace
no,
fan?
I don't really follow football, to tell you the truth. I follow it now. I moved out of Palace. Used to be Chelsea, but again, football's not really been something I've ever got into.
But I've heard you bigging the Palace up. Is that just because that's in your neck of the woods, like?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. They're doing well, though, aren't they?
I was going to say I've got a little soft spot for Crystal Palace. I don't. It's because of the manager, you know, and like how old he is and that.
Do you remember that player, Dwight Gale?
Mate, it's a good old club next door. Sorry, Dave.
Do you remember that player, Dwight Gale?
Oh yeah, black fella. Yeah.
He's just signed for fucking Derby in our league, League One. He has, you know.
Where was he playing before that?
I'm not sure, mate. To be honest, bit crazy that because he's a class player, isn't he? He scored at the weekend actually on his debut.
He's ancient, isn't he? He's older than PP.
Nah, Wizzy Foot man, he's still young.
You're as young as you feel, PP, and if you feel good in Dedham, mate, then you wear Dedham.
Is that you, Coggo?
Wait, that was years ago, mate. Wait, listen. When I used to go out, when I used to go out, mate, I used to just sit down, have a chat and all that, and that'd be it, mate. It'd be on, you know what I mean? I didn't have to do no graft. I didn't even have to go to the dance floor. I walked over getting a pack of crisps, and that'd be it, mate. It's Denham's the way forward, bruv. You know, it's all coming back, mate.
I could just see you at the bar now, PP, in your baggy Dedham shirt. I can just see you sitting at the bar, like.
I put that Dedham shirt up. Do you know, I was on my toes and all when that picture was took. Only from a cat day. I'd got back on my last parole. I think I had about 4 months left, something like that. They said to me, "Oh, you ain't got your last parole, so you go home. You only lose 28 days for absconding." So I got one of my mates to drop the motor off for me, and I fucked the phone. You know what I mean? Christmas up, right? Good Christmas and all it was. It was fucker, right?
You know when you got out, when you got out with the slammer. You know when you got out with the slammer, right? On your longest stretch, right? You know when you got out, did you have a party when you got out there?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like, is that still happening? Like, you know, like back in the day.
Yeah, it was about. I got out. I was on the Isle of Wight then. Camp Hill they released me from. I got discharged from Camp Hill. I think I was the only person to do a 9-year sentence in Camp Hill because it was a 5-year and under, like a hard cat C prison, all closed cat C, and that's where I finished off there on the Isle of Wight. But it was a good. It was a good jail. There's no such thing as a good jail, but it weren't full of people who are talking
like
your friends who help them out and they're grassing you up in the office to try and get a day out. There weren't none of that in there.
Coggo, how you doing, mate?
Good, play me for a
Yeah, man. What's happening?
That's the first time I saw Dave live, and out of all the lives, I thought, do you know what? I've been hanging on Dave really stopped.
I see no one else was live, mate. I thought I'd chuck one up for an hour or so.
Well,
Dave's a YouTube legend, man. He's royalty, man, around here, isn't he?
Who, Dave Smithers? Dave Smithers needs a red carpet sometimes, honestly, mate.
Oh, blushing here, pack it in.
PP, what do you think, PP? What do you make of Bidsy's 5-hour appearance on Steve Farden's panel? the other day.
Who's Bitsy? Who's Bitsy? I don't know who Bitsy is.
Bidsy, big West Midlands gypsy, Bidsy. He used to go on Pablo's, right, with a massive fringe and a Manu
I
top.
can't remember him.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I can't remember him. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of them.
Dave said earlier, sometimes people don't catch it, and that's me. I don't know what's going on with a lot of the politics on it. I talk to people, what you talking for them? I'm thinking, what the fucking hell? I don't know, do you know what I mean? It's, I can't remember. If I saw him, I might do. But I've got so much going on, do you know what I mean? It's hard being me, Mr. Mooney. It is on YouTube, do you know what I mean? I've got people who want to be me. I've got to admire them, though. I've got to take me out to them because
PP, I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't like to
do you know what I mean?
PP, I wouldn't like to live in your skin right now. No offence, mate. I think you're a funny guy, but listen, I'm glad I am who I am, and I ain't living in your skin. Don't take that the wrong way, pal. That's just the way it is.
Don't take that the wrong way.
No, I won't take it. No, that's a good thing. I think that's vice versa. I think that's a two-way street. If not, I think words and facials are a little bit better. Not facials as in how you might be taking that, are a little bit more powerful than just a few little avatars and cartoons. So I think that's a two-way street. I think there's a lot. I'm on people's minds more than what they're on my mind. Put it that way. That's a good thing.
No, that's what you
What
think.
about last night, though? Oh, Garfield's in the house.
Hello, mate.
Coggle, what is that avatar, Coggle?
Garth was brilliant, mate.
Garth
Garth was brilliant, mate, when he roasted. What's his name? Let me go and get a vodka. Give me 2 seconds, guys.
Garfield's a right paddle whore, isn't he? He's on everywhere, man. He's just come off Masters there, like.
Do you know what? I'm a complete slut. I love it. I can't get enough. Sometimes I've only got a couple of minutes, or a couple of hours, rather, to be truthful, to jump on. Yeah, so I'd like Masters. I like Masters. I mean, I was going to say that, Dave, for a start, Dave, I've got the utmost respect for you.
No, me too.
I don't know whether you speak at the beginning.
Dave.
Yeah, I really am. Anyway, Dave, I was going to. Do you know one of the biggest things that?
Carry on, Gav.
Yeah, so one of the most impressive things that I heard you say, apart from you getting a job and doing what you're doing, was that, and this is it's not going to sound good for you, but it was one of the most. You said, I'm going to pick up dog shit bins today, and do you know what? Yeah, there's nothing funny about it, PP. I just thought there's some people that could fucking learn a lesson by that. Yeah, so
that's what Dave will do. If that's what it takes, that's what Dave will do. You know what I mean? It's only a bit of dog shit.
I don't know if you remember that, mate, but that's what you said.
I put a picture up on my community page, didn't I? It took me, I've been there nearly 6 months now, and it's took me 6 months to get on a proper round. So now I'll be on one wagon every day, the same wagon. But before that, I could be picking up mattresses, I could be emptying dog shit bins, I could be doing normal bins, I could be picking up old electrics.
Dave, the good thing about you, mate.
Anyway, it was that day that meant the most to me, and
sorry, Gav.
so massive respect to you for that. Massive.
That's understandable, Gav. I get you there.
Was a top job the dust was years ago, mate, with the scrap metal, because you used to be able to take back out and do scrap metal. Money, I've got some mates who work the dust, like my friends' dads and all that, and they've done really, really well. Really well out of it.
Yeah, but hasn't that peaked though?
Like, even when I try and bung the dustman a drink at Christmas, I can't give it to them. I have to just leave an envelope on the bin with no contact note. Just leave the envelope, and that's the only way you can do it. If you try and give it, they can't take it, and that's sad. That is because the little drink you get the dustman at Christmas.
Yeah, you're exactly right, mate. You're exactly right. And I said that to Dave. Over Christmas. I said you're bound to get a load of let's call them rewards. But yeah, I always leave a crate. Always.
Dave, listen, sorry, mate. I've just done some other night, bud, right? I've just come into fucking funeral and sex and say cheers for being part of the old journey. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be stupid. Big up your panel. Big up your chat.
Nice one, Coggle.
Please don't go.
No, I need to go. Garth. I've got a wee subliminal phone call. I need to go and do something, but I'll bust in later on if you're still live. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Have
All
a
right,
good
probably
night.
not.
Big cock.
Cheers.
Bless,
But listen, massive respect, Dave.
Yeah, so Moon, I was going to big up your channel. I was listening to you the other day. Mate, you see, it's making me laugh now, even still. You were absolutely ruined. Was it Jackie?
Oh, yeah.
Well, big up Jackie. You can't ruin Jackie, mate. No one can ruin
When
Jackie.
you're reading
Jackie
that paper.
Jackie, you know.
Jackie's hardcore, man. I love
Yeah,
that guy.
mate, I was crying. I was absolutely crying the whole paper, and it took him about half an hour. I don't know, longer than that, but yeah, you've got a good channel.
Carl Pilkington. Do you ever watch Carl
Big up Bob
Pilkington?
Cart.
That's
Yes.
where I get
Big up
called,
Bob
I do.
Cart. Yes, Bob.
That's what Fairy Fizz calls
BP,
us.
you're Winnebago.
Carl
What one?
Pilkington.
I've got a few
Yeah, you are
Winnebagos.
that
You
dry.
want to buy one? Let me know.
You are the same sort of dry thing. And do you know what? If someone jumps onto your channel, then they wouldn't have a fucking clue unless they realise.
Mm.
You
They
can get
would
a
just
channel
think you're
going.
being
Go on.
brutal. But yeah, I enjoyed that. I
Go on.
Yeah,
enjoyed
man,
your
that's
paper.
it. It's something a little bit different than a gaff, you know what I mean? You know, when you get people on a panel, PP will tell you, PP, you've spent a few hours on man lately, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. Yes.
And
I
like,
will have a chat with you, like I said. Another good chat.
yeah. And it's something a bit different, though, isn't it? Because I don't have massive panels, you know what I mean? Because I can't handle, you know, when there's like 6 people trying to talk, and like I feel sorry for like people who can't get a word in and that. So I like 1 or 2 people, so you can have a proper chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
can
much
get
better.
hard, especially when there's high rate going. Going on. It's been funny on YouTube. I think a lot of the comedy's back now on YouTube. There's been some
Yeah,
these last few weeks have been funny, mate.
100%.
Really funny.
You've got to be lucky, though, haven't you?
Badly, mate, badly. But John, he's funny, John. He loves it. You know what I mean? I do. He's no malice on it. I like John. It was absolute madness.
We went a little bit too far. Do you think he had a bit too much JD at the weekend? Like, because he overstepped the mark a few times, didn't he?
Yeah, everyone has a few drinks, and John, it got a little bit personal to him, and he needs to let go of that. So he knows the dynamics of what it is. He'll let go of that. But everyone has a few drinks, and you can go in a little bit more. It is what it is. It's a mad one. YouTube. It's funny.
Yeah, but
Holland coming up. Holland. And I'm going.
Yeah, mate. What's all that about Carpland? Is it Carpland, PP, or something?
Carpland, no, Carplantis. Carplantis, it's called.
Sounds great, mate. Well, like, is it the mecca for carp fishermen, like?
It's not a lot of the waters in France. If you get out there at the right times of the year when the water's warm, there's a lot of fish in there. They're big, hungry fish. It's full of them. So you're going to get a bite. This is not the case. It's 17 acres. There's a couple of hundred fish in it. It's deep, really deep. They're going down like 50, 60 foot. So you've got all the pressure in it. It's all boat work. It's going to be cold because I've got the last sort of before it goes over to the summertime, so I've got it right on the spring. If they could start going on the months now, if they do, I will get them. But yeah, there's some big fish.
So it's a real test for you then. Is it going to be like a test? Is that what you're looking for? Like you want to test your skills and that?
Test. Yeah. It'd be more. I fished in deep water before. So obviously you've got to count if you're using a pop-up bait with percent, like you've got to get the bar and the pressure. Like if you go in the swimming pool, you dive to the bottom of 10 foot, you can feel the pressure in your ear holes. You go down 15, 20 foot, it triples. So you've got to account for all that. An echo sounder. So yeah, it's something new. It's all boat work. When you get that fish, you've got to get in that boat. You can fight him a little bit from the bank, but you've got to get him in the middle and away from snags because they're big.
Dave's done a bit of fishing, you know.
Yeah.
Smithers has done a bit, you know. He's got the fishing gear and all that, haven't you, Dave?
Yeah, I've spoke to Dave since Dave first come on here. I've got Dave's phone number. I spoke to Dave since he first come on here. And I've always said, because he's only over the border from me, it's just finding the time. It's just 1 minute
Yeah.
I either find myself where I've got nothing to do, or I can't get a break. And that's how, and at the moment, I just can't get a break. It's madness. And I've got to go over and see Dave, because where he is, he's not far. I fish up that way quite a lot. The guy I'm going with now is my mate out
Can
of
you
Newcastle.
remember?
My mate Yorkshire Finest. He's got a big family commitment coming up this year, which will be a good. I can't wait for that. So he can't make it. So my other friend Mick's coming with me. He's from your neck of the
So we getting to Holland, like on the ferry, and that.
Yeah. He's gonna come down and stay with me the night before, and then we're setting off early in the morning the day before. Get to Harwich. We get the ferry from Harwich, which is an hour and a half from where I am. It's 6.5 hours to the Hook of Holland, and then when we get from the Hook of Holland, I think it's about another hour and a half, 2 hour drive to the lake. But we're gonna have about 12 hours to kill. So you're in Holland, you've got Amsterdam, Rotterdam, you know what I mean? What are you going to do in 12 hours? I'm a bit lost. I'm sure I'll find something to do, you know what I mean?
You get about, like, don't you, PP? When you were in France last year, weren't you? We know you had no luck, like, but you still get about, mate, don't you?
I managed to get one in France. I come out last year, I managed to get one. Well, a lot of the other people didn't get one. I managed to nick one, and that was the start. I would have got more, but we had to come home early because the ferry, that was 2 years ago. Year before that, I had a good year. Is fishing. If I could go out there and just go and catch every fish from every lake, I know, you know, the water where I caught one where it was on the live. I know that lake like the back of my hand. So I could just catch fish there. It don't really do it for me. It gives me a confidence boost when I'm getting absolutely hammered in some hard waters where you're there for 3 or 4 weeks and all you caught is the wrong species of fish and you ain't even got a sniff at a cup. But that's what keeps you on it.
So basically, it's you against the fish, isn't it? That's what fishing's about, isn't it? You're up against the fish, aren't you? You're trying to outwit it.
It is. The only problem you've got is the location. He done it, Richard Walker. He wrote the book when he caught Marissa years ago, the big carp out of Redmere. And he said 30 minutes in the right spot is better than 24 hours in the wrong spot. And that's exactly right. If you could get somewhere where you can move around that lake, that's when you're going to get some really good results. But unfortunately, it just don't work like that. You've got anglers everywhere now. It's a big industry. It's a multi-billion-pound industry.
I think is it? What's it called?
Yes, Ross, dog. Big up, Ross.
Is it watercraft? PP is the right word for it, isn't it? Knowing where you're fishing.
Yeah, watercraft
What's that like?
Everything. That's finding out the topography of the lake. Now, I've got sonar. I very rarely use it. I have got a bait boat. Very rarely use it. A lot of my fishing, I do an old way with a lead and a bit of braid. I feel the drop. I feel what's at the bottom. And even if I do it, I keep saying I do it, but it's hard when you're out there fishing, especially if it's a lake where it's difficult. You don't want to keep casting out. So some could do things, but I can't keep casting out because it's going to spook all the fish off my area. So I should really go to that runs water I know like the back of my hand, but then I know it like the back of my hand, so I know all the depths, and then count the lead down. I should do videos really where the lead hits the bottom. You will see the rod tip rise. You need to feel that. If you can't feel that, you can fish still like that. Depends what the bottom is.
What's the most important thing when you get a new rod, PP? What you're looking for? Is it all about the feel of it, or is it all in the the wire, or what is it? What makes a fishing rod like?
It's an hard one. I've caught big fish on some really cheap, crappy gear, and I've caught the same sort of fish with high-end, expensive gear. So it's a rock and an hard play with that one.
So how much is all your gear worth?
It's the same as going to a golf club. You could get a set of golf clubs for £100, say, and you could go and get £1,000 driver. If you know how to use that properly,
Exactly,
get the same distance for that under. You know what I mean? But you're going to go and go for the best. It's just an addiction. It is. That's what it is. You've got someone in the back there, mate. I heard it ping then.
But it must have a selling point, though, PP. You know, the most expensive rods, like what they must have do something, or the other ones don't.
You got Free Spirit. They do some very good rods. Century. Who's the other one? They're the main ones who do the blanks.
PP, have you ever thought about going proper fishing where you can catch something?
You cheeky fucker.
Mate, Garth, he's right though, PP. Because
no, you can go to they do those circuses go around, don't they? They do those magnet things with ducks and stuff.
PP struggles to hook a duck.
We used to have a lake there, was it? That was its nickname. We used to call it Hook a Duck because there was that many carp in it. All you had to do was just dangle a bit of floating bread on the top and you'd catch. It was easy.
Tell PP where it is.
That's a Runswater, PP, isn't it?
He follows them about. Have you, seriously, for a second, have you not done any deep sea stuff, PP? Have you not done any?
I have, but years ago. That my dad was right into deep sea fishing. He used to go down your neck of the woods for the conger eels down Plymouth and all that. Breaks. Didn't jerk. He had a lot out there. So I've done it years ago. I wouldn't mind doing that. Chartering a boat and going cod fishing. Getting a group of people. I think it costs about 100, 200 quid each. Obviously, they supply the gear, the boat. In a group of 6 to 10 here, you catch all the cod. I'm
doing that in August, PP. I'm doing that in August. We're going down to Cornwall for the week. So I'm going to jump on one of them.
Down Cornwall. There's sharks down there, you know. Cornwall.
Yeah, I know there is, mate. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Brilliant, mate. Well done. Document that. Definitely document that.
You want to see this fucking house that we've rented out for the week? It's got its own private beach. It's fucking beautiful.
Nice one. How many are you sharing? How many are you sharing with?
There's 4 kids and 4 adults.
All right, so it's quite a big house then.
Right, it's huge, mate.
I used to love Cornwall. Cornwall's beautiful. I need to go to Falmouth. This was before it built up. And down there on used to have an estate there. You could buy an house down there for 20, 30 grand. Now that it's similar to London. It's like the Riviera, Falmouth now of Cornwall.
Yeah.
And that would have been an investment of the year. That would have been.
My missus showed me some pictures of the sea. She showed me some pictures of the sea earlier on this private beach, and I was like, "That's not fucking Cornwall." And she showed me that, yeah, it is. The sea down there, it's totally different to fucking on the East Coast.
Yeah,
it really is. Yeah, my mate's got an house down there. He went out.
You're on the North Sea, Dave. You're on the North Sea. That's South Channel. Well, is it the Pacific or the Atlantic where you're going out down Cornwall? You go down really down south.
I think it's the Atlantic.
The Atlantic, yeah. It's
I
different.
might try to swim the channel. Get a GoPro and put a GoPro on the channel.
Here's a question for you, Dave. Yeah. One sec, Garth. I need to know this, right? So, Dave, since you've been a bin man, right? Since you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
So, say you're out with the wife and you walk into the shops. If you see like a crisp packet on the floor, do you pick it up?
No.
Fucking hell. Fucking
hell.
What are you doing?
So you just look. What about a cardboard box then, like a McDonald's? It's making the place look a mess.
No.
Do you just walk past it?
Do you know how many people? No. Don't accept that shit.
What about a security box? You pick that up if you saw it lying on the street.
Flower, we're not even allowed to take side waste. You know, if there's like a black bin out and then there's a couple of
thank you.
Black bin liners that are loose next to the bin. We're not allowed to take them black bin liners. We're not allowed to take no side waste whatsoever. It's just what's in the bin.
So you pick dog shit up though, but you won't pick a McDonald's.
No, that's when he first started. That's when he first started. He's on about extras. He's on about extras now.
So, yeah, you know something, Guy? This is one of the best jobs I've ever had, mate. 100%. 100%.
We leave the utmost respect for you, Dave. I've got the utmost respect for you. So what did you get for Christmas? Did you get any little bonuses on what?
No, because I want on a proper round then, Garth. Until you get on a certain wagon full time, you're called a floater. So you just float between different rounds on different wagons. But now I've been
Garth's a floater.
when you're a floater, you're not entitled to no tips at Christmas. But now I'm on vehicle 11 all the time. This Christmas I'll get a share of whatever we get. But vehicle 11 last year. Between the three workers, I got just under $1,000 between them in tips.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. So another thing I was going to ask you, because people don't realise how fucking hard your job is. So I was just going to ask you a couple of things about it. Is that all right?
Yeah, let me just say this, right? This is how hard this job is. We leave the yard at 7:30, and you're meant to finish at 3:30. But as soon as your round's finished, you're allowed to head back to the yard and you're allowed to go home, but you still get paid for your full amount of hours. So most of the crews, the jog the round, they don't walk it, they jog it to get done as soon as they can so they can fuck off home early. It's great.
Yeah, I know that. That's one of the questions I was going to ask you. So can you do 2 rounds?
No, just the one, Garth.
Just the one, you can't.
So taxpayers.
Okay, so where I am, I'm sure that they come round twice. Maybe it's just where I am, but you can see them running. You can see these people running. You've got one person in front. You've got one person in front that brings the bags from the drive.
Yeah.
Is that the same as what you do? Am I getting on to the same thing?
No, we only go onto a property if it's like an elderly person and they can't bring the bin out. It's called an assisted pull out. So wherever the bin is on the property, say it's in the back garden, you have to go and fetch it from the back garden, empty it, and then put it back.
Fuck old people.
Sorry, Garth,
horrible people. Old people, horrible. So, yeah, that slows you right down. I'm sure.
They can't do it, mate. Pick up the old
people.
Fuck
them.
Hey, them people built our country. They built our country,
sure.
Mate. Now we're full of all these...
So, I'm joking. I know you are. You'd be one of those old people, PP. You'd be one of those old people. So am I joking? So am I misunderstanding?
Get the moving, please. Get the moving, you know, the old git.
I entered this old lady's bin the other day, and she come to the back door where the bin was, and she says, "Hello, my dear." She goes, "You're the first person I've seen in 10 days." I was like, "What?"
Yeah. See, that's what people don't see. See, that's what people don't see. So, what's the best round? Is it a physical bag, or is it the bins that you can tip up?
The bins that you tip up, mate, because all you do is you take 2 at a time, put them on double, and like the lifters just take them up and tip them for you, then you put them back.
Yeah, that's it.
Straight the opera, mate. Pick up the opera.
Do roughly about between 12 and 15 miles a day. That's what it is.
So how many houses does that work out?
Today we had 1,300 bins.
See, people don't realise how much that is. They have got no idea.
It's a good workout for the upper body, that, like, Dave, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, I'm a short, stubby fucker. Mum, I come back from work the other day, my missus said to me, she goes, "You done much jogging today, Dot?" I was like, "Yeah, we've done a bit." And she went, "No, let me rephrase that. You don't jog, you waddle." I was like, "Nice one, you cheeky cow."
I was going to say, did you just think you called you duck?
Hey, fly. I work for North Kesteven, and obviously there's a South Kesteven, and they've organised an 11-a-side football match against South Kesteven next month, middle of next month, and I've put my name down for it, mate, but I'm thinking to myself, I'm only going to last 5 minutes.
How old are you, Dave?
41.
He's having a midlife crisis there. Like,
yeah, we're all fucked. Moon, how old are you?
Classic. 51, mate. 1973.
Oh, fuck, mate, yeah, he's ruined. He's the same age as me. He's fucking ruined.
You cannot be the same age as me, Gaff. Come on.
Say it again, mate.
1971. I was born in 1971. I was.
Well,
That's the
you
honest truth.
fucking
You're
bollocks.
lying.
You're never
Fuck off,
52.
God. How can you look rougher than me? You ain't got no hair, bro. Come on.
Behave yourself. You look like you've fallen off a motorbike and landed on your face and scraped it all up the road. Behave
I'm
yourself,
just-
PP. Slow
I'm
down.
just too
Yeah,
tall for
okay.
my hair, mate. It's all right. I can grow my hair. Don't worry about that. If I want, I could
I
have
don't
a good
believe
set
that.
of hair by next
I
year.
don't believe that. I think you should come off YouTube for a couple of months, grow your hair, and then come back on with hair and prove it.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Cool.
It's getting past that first
There you
little
go.
stage.
He's just put it
Yeah.
right on you. He's put it right on your toes.
See?
There you go.
No, I know his angle now. I know Moon's angle. He's sponsored by PP products, beauty products. He knows his hair's coming back.
And that's it, innit, mate? I'll rub anything on my ball patch, mate, I'll tell you.
He'll be coming on like George Clooney, mate.
So, Dave, let me say, I want to ask you about your rounds because I know they're fucking hard work. I really do know they're hard work. So, you're what, on 11? Have you got any, are there any better ones?
Garden's the best one to get on, mate. Garden waste, because it's like seasonal, obviously. In the winter, not many people cut the grass, so the bins are mainly full of just leaves, and they're really light, and not everyone puts the garden bin out. So them lads are probably back in the yard for 11:30, but still get paid for the full hour.
We have the green, they come around and do the garden bins, the brown bins, right? Early in the morning. They're probably there about 7:30 in the morning. And then they come back. I think it's the brown bins and the blue bins. And they do the brown bins once a month because we've got a brown bin, obviously.
What, the blue bins?
them,
Did you say blue bins?
Yeah, blue bins. Yeah, they're recycling.
No, we don't have them down in my way.
Do you know what we've
We
got
don't
in this part of Lincolnshire? We've got a black bin with a green lid, which is glass and hard plastic. Then you've got your normal black bin, which is general waste. Then you've got a black bin with a purple lid, which is cardboard and paper. But and then green is garden. But they've just took a contract on to do food waste. So there's going to be like
Croydon. Yeah, Croydon's like that. They have a swill bucket.
Yeah,
like
that's what they do. That's what they do, PP. Yeah, they've started doing food waste. So there's going to be like fucking 5 different bins.
Yeah, you need to get rid of the. It is. My mum's got that. She has loads of them, and my mum's old. I'm like, bloody hell, she's pulling up and down the drive. And yet here, all we've got is blue ones recycled, green household waste, brown. That's your garden waste.
You have to check every single bin as well to make sure it's got the right stuff in it. And if it ain't got the right stuff in it, you got to tag it.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was going to ask next.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to slow you down, isn't it? Loads of them.
I think we've got an ex-binman in the chat. Look, I think Paul used to be a binman by the sounds of it. Yeah, I hate black bin week. It's black bin week this week. It's some of them bins. They've got like 20 bags in. You struggle to move them when you try to do.
They're fucking heavy as fuck, mate. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I know. I hate black bins, mate. But then we alternate it. So you do black bins this week. Next week will be green bin. Then it'll be black bin again. Then it'll be purple bin. Then black bin, and they alternate it like that.
Mad that, like. So, Dave, did you think
going mad, isn't it?
You think you'd be enjoying it as much as you are now when you first started? Did you have a wobble or?
Mate, it was that first week that was the hardest. Do you know, like, because putting 2 bins on the back of the wagon, it's not easy, mate. Believe me, and they do different size bins as well. They do a 110, which is the smallest one, and when you've got a 110 and the next size up, the 240, and you're trying to put them on together. The bins they slip off sometimes, and it can get annoying. But no, I love it, mate. It's one of the best.
Is that all you were worried about, Dave? Is that all you were worried? Weren't you worried about? I'm talking more like the stress of starting a new job somewhere new with like other lads and that. Were you all right with all that part of it?
Mate, you know me. I'm just me, mate. People are the fucking.
He's all right, isn't he? He's all right. He's going to get on with anyone. He's going to be safe as houses.
That's
Now you're in a
how
thing.
I am on here is how I am in real life. Do you know what I mean? I didn't go into there like pretending to be somebody else. I jumped in feet first, mate, knowing that I'd either like it or dislike it. And I ended up fucking really liking it, mate. So good
So have you
wage.
got any
Yeah,
perks?
exactly.
Have you got any perks from your job? What do you got any extras? Is there any?
Good question, that Garth. Good question.
The pension is phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal. Wages just over 400 quid a week.
Yeah,
But
nice.
if you think about it, from what I've just said, you can go home as soon as you finish your round. You're doing 25 hours a week.
Yeah, I
So-
know how it works.
Yeah.
I do. That's why I asked if you could have a double round. I don't know, because I'm sure some people down my way they do that.
No, do you know what I think it is, Garth? When you finish your round, if there's any other vehicles that are in the same area as you and they're a little bit behind, then you might have to go and help them. So in a way, you can do 2 rounds in a way, if you know what I mean. But yeah, the pension, good wages, obviously going home early each day. That's a fucking. But there's not many jobs you can do 5 hours but get paid for 8. Do you know what I mean?
But you're getting up fucking well early, so that, you know, it kind of.
What else is there? You get 2 weeks paid sick leave a year, so you can have 2 weeks off sick. You get paid for it. Just a good job to have, mate. Just a good job.
Who are the other people that you've been working with? Have they been working there long? The other people that you've been working with, have they been working there long? Because that's a big telltale sign, isn't it?
There's one bloke called Darren. He's been there 37 years.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah, gone right the way through, yeah.
Oh, what?
But then on the other
So,
hand,
are you work with him?
37 years, that's how many years 3P spent in the slammer and the 3P altogether.
Listen, I ain't done that long. Believe
That's
me,
how
right,
fucking long he's been looking at fucking trying to catch a fish. I don't know about how long he's done inside.
I was thinking about that the other day. Me and the wife was having a chat, you know, and I worked it out. I've done just over 6 years in jail in total, and that's actually behind the door. How fucking mad is that? 6 years in my life wasted.
Serious, that Dave.
I know, mate.
Yeah, that's a big deal, mate. It's a big deal. Even 1 year. Listen, I've done a few nights. I've done a few nights, and that's enough for me, mate. I wouldn't want to spend any longer than that. I've got to be honest with you.
I did a 4 year.
Probably about 6.5 years out of 9, near 9, probably about 6 years, 8 months. Done about 4
Do you know what I did,
remands,
PP?
not guilty, 6 months of time. Detention
I
centre, youth custody.
I got 4 years. I got a 4 year sentence.
4 months, 18 weeks, and 9 months.
You've been jail, PP, so you'll understand this. I got a 4 year sentence, but back then it was 4 years was parole. It's gone up to 6 years now, if I'm not wrong. I did 2 years. Got my parole
2 years, 8 months.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did 2 years. Got out of Moorlands in Doncaster, which was Cat A on YOs. Got my parole. I lasted a week. I had a year's license. I lasted a week. And then went back for the rest of the license, which was 11 months and a week, and then got out again to do the last year's license, and I only lasted 2 weeks, so I went back for another 11.5 months. So out of that 4 year, I did all of it apart from 3 weeks.
Yes, I was lucky. I was under the old system. When I got the 9 years, it's the same system as you. It's 369, so I've done 6 years out of it. I could go for parole after 3 years. I didn't get no parole. I went over my EDR. So I think I served about 6 years, 7 months, 6 years, 8 months or so. But when I got out, I was on no license, nothing. I was free, and that was it. Since getting out of doing that sentence, I got arrested for a conspiracy, and they put me on remand. I was on remand for 3 months. I got bail just before Christmas. That was 2001.
PP, when you went for parole, PP, sorry to interrupt you, brother. When you went for parole, I don't know whether it's changed now or it's been a long time ago. Maybe it's a little bit because it's woke now. But did they have like ugly and haircut police on the fucking board?
No, it was done with a paperwork and probation officer. And I've got to say, I worked.
That's gone straight over your head, mate, isn't it? What I just said to you.
When I look back, if they'd have given me parole, it'd have probably been a nightmare. I would have ended up back in. So I make them right not giving it to me. I hadn't
It was
reformed,
your hair
although I
that
don't
didn't
believe I
give you it because
should have
of your
reformed, 'cause I
hairstyle,
don't believe
Yeah,
it
PP.
should have been
exactly,
in
man.
there.
His fucking
There's a lot
haircut
more
deserves an
to-
arrest. His
There's a lot
haircut
more
deserves on
to
its
what
own an
happened
arrest.
than what people know.
Fucking hell, the
That's all I
jail
will
police
say.
should have turned up. The jail police, the
One
fucking
lot.
hairspray pods should have been all up round you.
Let me just
Yeah.
answer something that Paul's put. He's put, how did you, and I was a heroin addict, mate, for a few years.
That's Paul
And,
Taylor Cook, isn't it? Paul Taylor Cook. Sure it is.
That's a pretty
Well
hardcore
done.
question. Is there so how did you get on with doing your, did they do any checks on you or what? How did that work? How did your interview go?
They can't
for
hold
this
that
job?
against you.
For this job, Garth,
Yes, mate. Yeah. It's a serious question. It's a proper serious question. Yeah.
with the bin company that I work for, they don't take people on directly. You have to go work for an agency for 3 months, like a trial, and then obviously if they think you can do the job and they like you as a person, they take you on full time after that. So
Makes sense. Makes
first
sense,
3
though,
months I
that,
worked
doesn't it?
there, I was with an agency. But that's what I've noticed since I've been there. There's been that many people come, young lads as well, who are fit and healthy. They only last a couple of days and they think, fuck this isn't for me, and then they leave. There's been that many people come and go in the 5-6 months that I've been there. It's unreal, mate.
Why is
Yeah,
that?
you
Is
know
that
where
because
I
it's too hard
worked,
work
Dave?
and they don't want to do it?
It's
I'm
cool,
not-
yeah,
I'm not-
that's it, Garth. I've done it. When I was running a
I'm not
Wheatston,
gonna lie.
saying, listen, you know rocket science. It is not rocket science. Out of 100 people, it's similar to like 100 people on YouTube. Out of 100 people on YouTube, there'll probably be 3 of them who are portraying themselves actually as the person they really are. And that's similar to employing people. Out of 100 people you might get 2 or 3 who are right out of 100. It was,
Yeah,
it
that's
was
right,
soul destroying.
PP. My wife said
Yeah,
to me, she
soul
goes,
destroying.
you will like this job. She goes, because you don't mind hard work, which is true. Like I said, I would do anything as long as it fucking meant supporting my fucking kids, mate, and putting food on the table. I would do literally anything. Emptying dog shit bins, I think that proves that, doesn't it?
Yeah, mate, honestly, you won't have any
Yeah.
fucking issue from me at all. You've always got my utmost. That day, like I said, and it wasn't any disrespect or trying to embarrass you, but that day you said that, I thought, fucking hell, this bloke is totally 100.
Do you know what it was as well, Garth? I thought, yeah, when I looked at the board in the morning and I saw fucking dog litter bins, I was like, fucking hell. But then I thought to myself, before we even got to the first bin, I was thinking to myself, it's no different than picking up my own fucking dog shit from the garden. Do you know what I mean? The lad that I was working with, the lad that I was working with says,
Job, so it's good and bad points, hasn't it? Basically.
you're either going to be able to do this or you're not. He said, the last few people that I've had with me, they've either been sick or they've just refused to fucking do it, full stop. But it is what it is. It's not as if you're touching the dog shit with your bare fucking hand.
No. Let's move on because it all sounds fucking bad. It sounds bad. It sounds much worse than it is. Moon, what was your profession?
Profession.
Robbie, what did you do?
I've spent most of my life working on like machinery, mate, like tool setting.
Right.
What's your job title? Like machine technician?
Thermoforming engineer.
Ah, right, I see.
Look,
I think
if you Google what thermoforming is, you'll know what I mean. Like food packaging, basically.
I think, if I'm not wrong, Moon works in a factory where they make, plastic stuff for like salads and stuff like that, like your plastic.
All right, so it's like a pro former. So he sets up machines for that.
Yeah, and then mends them if they go down.
Tupperware factory. Pick up Tupperware.
Tupperware. Fucking Tupperware.
He's a Tupperware merchant. You've just ironed him straight out. Fuck's sake.
Somebody put in the chat earlier, PP, that you had owned a bottle of Denim aftershave. Is that true?
Yeah, Old Spice, Denim, Yardley Gold. I'll tell you what, I used to put all that on, mate. When you smell it now, you're like,
go on, sorry, PP, go on, mate.
I used to be alcohol. I must have been good.
What about Kuros?
Yeah,
Did you have Kuros?
I
The
I
white
had
bottle?
Kuros, and that is a nice
Are you
smell.
still around Kuros,
I'm
mate?
not, no. Big up
Still wear it.
Kuros wearers.
Heavy that
still
one,
wear it, mate.
Kuros.
Still around.
Yeah, that was all right. And Jazz as well. Do you know the black and white thing?
Oh,
The old
don't you that?
I worked with an old boy.
All right, I might have been a little bit posh.
Aramis.
I
I
was
worked with an
naughty
old
that
boy last
Fahrenheit.
week. Right, I worked with an old boy last week, and halfway through the fucking shift, he pulled out a bottle of Old Spice and started spraying it.
You know, aftershave cologne, it was
Come back,
invented
Old
by the
Spice, I
Germans. I
reckon.
think it was
Cologne. Fucking behave yourself,
Christian
PP.
Dior.
Cologne.
No, I'm telling you a fact. So this is facts, guy. Bare facts, not facts, bare facts, right? Cologne was invented for the people on the submarine because it stank. And I think it was Usavars, Christian Dior, who used to have that. They were using that, yeah.
New mate.
Mate,
What
I
are you
know a
having
load of
a
submariners.
cigar?
I know a
Oh,
load of
that's
submariners,
crazy,
and
that.
they don't
What's about,
fucking wear
yeah?
cologne, believe me.
Yeah, but they weren't on a fucking U-boat, was they, Garth? Right? With no fucking air conditioning, mate. Can't be going random.
All right, you served me, I'm done.
Pick up the fucking chat.
If you're going to die in a submarine, you want to smell those, don't you?
I'm quite surprised with this live. You know, I've had a constant 30 people in all the live. Big up to everyone. Thank you.
He's crazy.
Yeah, big up you guys.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
up.
nice one for coming on, lads.
Yeah, you've got a nice channel, mate, haven't you? You're the same as me. You've got a nice channel. It's all pretty fucking relaxed.
You haven't got a nice channel,
I don't take no shit, mate.
I haven't got any channel. There's no way I'm going to start a channel, for fuck's sake.
Well, Garth, you should get a channel. You should get your channel, mate. That would be wild, mate. Especially when
No,
you're
I'm not about that. I'm not about that. I'd rather just listen to other people's, and I pop in, and sometimes I just listen, like I did to yours, man, the other day. Yeah, with your bets and stuff. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
Dave, I've always got. I can't praise you up enough. I've got to say, you're a top fella in my book. There's no doubt about
I'll just say this though, Garth. I may be a top fella, mate.
No. We're not going to have that conversation. We're not going to do that.
Listen, I won't be nowhere where I am in life now without my wife, mate. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
definitely.
You and your wife.
Mrs. Smith is definitely listening in there. Like.
She just stood behind me then, right, when I said that. Do you know what she just said? She said, "What you kissing arse for? Fucking cheeky cow."
Fucking hell, I'm not getting involved with that shit. Pick up your missus, though.
You met your wife while you was active in Active Addictions. You stood by you and you worked together and got out of it. So you really built.
Yeah, I was.
Together
When I first got with her, mate, I was a mess. I was a size 28 waist. I was holding my trackers up with a belt because I was still using. Yeah, she see all past that, mate, and fucking saw me for the real Smithers, and yeah, she stuck by me through everything, mate. 4 kids, married 6 years nearly.
Nice.
Yeah, 18 years we've been together nearly. 18 years this year.
That's like a stretch for people, yeah.
Yeah, look, let's get down to nitty gritty. What's your worst present you've had off of her? Your worst Christmas present?
The worst Christmas present.
She's not in hearing distance, is she?
Yeah, she stood behind me, mate.
All right, we'll change the question.
Change the question.
Change the question.
It was a good question, man.
Do you know something, Garth? And I'm not just saying this because she stood behind me, but she don't really get me shit presents, mate, if I'm honest.
She buys all Dave's underwear and that. I bet she buys all Dave's Y-fronts.
Hey, I'll tell you that one of the funniest presents she got me once was a golf set for while you sat on the toilet with a little mini green and a fucking ball and a putter.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them.
I've had one of those.
I got the fishing set with a magnet with that. We'll sit having a dump and
he's still fucking
in the sink while you're having a shit.
I still couldn't catch. I still blanked.
His toilet's about 2 foot away from his bath and he still couldn't fucking catch anything.
I bet Gaff takes the paper to the toilet, don't you, Gaff? You take the newspaper to the toilet, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that.
You do, PP. Have you ever took the stuff to the toilet? You know, the newspaper, like, for a good, like...
Oh, of course I have, mate.
Look at that comment.
You know
behind
what I mean?
every good man is a good woman who believes in their man. That, yeah, I believe that.
Well, hang on.
100%.
No. We're going to have to slow right down. Sorry, fella. We're going to have to slow right down. We're going to have to say that every fucking good bloke has got another good bloke behind them. PP, you'll say that, won't you?
Yeah, Garth would. Garth reads the Guardian. He sits in there with the Guardian reading it in the Benghazi. No, I've on that Benghazi, mate, reading that.
Mrs. Smithers is standing behind him with a frying pan. He's being cautious. And then she's just said, I don't need a frying pan, I'll just slap you.
All right. My battery's running out. My battery's good for her.
Battery's going down.
We've got we've got a love-hate relationship. She hates to love me and I love to hate her.
Yeah,
Great.
right.
Great. Brilliant. Yeah, Boss Dog, look at Boss Dog's comments, right? He does think he's like Shakespeare or something, you know. Have you seen him?
Boss Dog's a G, mate.
Yeah, some very
about Boss Dog. He manoeuvres around. He's he's Shakespearean.
He's smashing it, you know.
A lot of people on here,
he's smashing it.
A lot of people on here could take a fucking leaf out of Boss Dog's book, mate. The guy's got a bad fucking disability, yet he works, he does everything. I see him decorating his own flat, mate. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what it's about, mate. The people, just what I mean. The people today, the young people today, not you, Dave, because you're up, you're there, but a lot of the young people today, like you said, they're going, look at a dog shit thing. Oh, I can't do that. I'm not doing that. If people done that right, back in my day, you'd get nothing. You all right, they mate, go fucking live on the street. Then you ain't gonna do that. Fuck off. And now everyone's gone soft. Oh, all right, don't worry about that. We give you more money than what they're probably earning on fucking some kind of benefit system. It's fucking mental, mate. Big up all the guys who keep going with benefits.
Do you reckon Boss Man will ever make up with Steve? Do you reckon Steve Father will ever like call a truce with Boss Man? I think Boss Man would, like. I don't think Steve would, though. He's too better, isn't he?
I don't know what that beef's about.
Really?
Mate, I'm going to big up Zeus because he's fucking nearly 80 and he's still
working. Yeah, there's Zeus. Yeah, big up Zeus.
Yeah, big up Zeus.
There's another hard working
man.
Great drives on the morning. You know when he just puts his camera on, right, on StreamYard, right, and he goes live on his journey to work and doesn't say a fucking thing, just doesn't read his chat, goes live for about an hour driving, like, you're scrolling along to see if he's going to say anything, and he doesn't. Just does it piss you off?
I've been there. I've commented.
But if you notice something with Zeus, though, he always returns back to the same jobs, and he blames that it's the firm.
It's the same video over and over again, PP. He doesn't go anywhere. It's the same fucking journey.
Yeah, he's got a niche, hasn't he? He's got a niche. Zeus has sussed it, mate. He's sussed it.
Zeus is the man. He can go right. So, you know, he can go. I think it's from one extreme to the other. He can go 200 foot underground to fix something, right? Or he can go 200 foot in the air. He has to wear all the harnesses and all that. He's been on jobs where you have to basically. Well, you've got to have a head for heights, and he's got a harness on with like a. You know, he's like an action man at his age as well. He's still doing shit like that.
Exactly. I'm glad you added that on at his age as well. Yeah, you've got to pay respect to him, man.
He's an inspiration.
He could have been retired 2 times over.
That's why our country's turning into a load of puffs, mate. Because the old boys are getting old now, and the new generation. Look at them. Look at them, boys. You know, I ain't being horrible. No, you don't disrespect me, guys in the chat.
I'm not getting involved with that. Nothing about that comment that he just made is any part of me.
I think England's going downhill fast, mate. Right.
Yeah, Nostog, look what Nostog's wrote there. So one of the classic Steve Farthing quotes was that Jim is an international drug smuggler. That's what he was running with for about 2 weeks. He runs Portsmouth and that, runs Southampton.
Yeah, he's all in the south of England, as far as I know. I know some top lads, and Jim's right up there. I can't even say it without laughing. Yeah, that's what Jim's all about. Fuck
You got to laugh at it, though, you got to laugh at it. People tell you about your own life, you think, oh yeah, I never knew that. Brilliant, well done, mate.
PP, you ever watch Steve Father, PP? I'd love to see you have a chat with him, like.
I did get on Steve a while ago, and I think, what's going on? Because he was on about people going in on him about. He was here for a while. I remember Steve from Paul's, back in Paul's day. He come up, and then he's in Spain, isn't he? The place he lives in Spain. A good friend of mine. He's back in England now. Had a place out there.
Have you seen where he is now, though, PP? He's in like some hippie commune thing now. He's not in the mountain anymore. He's totally changed. Like, honestly,
no, I've not seen him. No.
Has he moved off his little...
Yeah, he's gone off the mountain. He's been gone for ages. He's now in this, like, he's got people round him and that now, like, in a hippie commune thing.
He doesn't socialise, though. He doesn't socialise with those people, does he? Surely.
He's got all, honestly...
good people, mate. Bloody liberal.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting one. No, as he folk, he grows a beard faster than Boston.
Listen, PP, slow down with your conservative right-wing attitude. Just behave yourself.
I've never known anyone grow a beard as fast as that.
That was the biggest insult of the week, that is, the right wing.
PP, you find it interesting.
RAF Scampton in Lincolnshire, near Lincoln.
Yes.
It's been closed down for a while now, but guess what they've just done? They've just put 1,000 one-man pods on there for refugees. 1,000.
What's the history of that place, Dave? That was the Lancaster bomber.
How much is that costing? So I'd quite happily take my new bird there. How much does that cost?
It was PP. That's where the Lancaster bombers were, mate.
Yeah. That's it.
And it was where the Red Arrows were stationed as well. But when it closed, they moved them to Waddington, RAF Waddington.
Very historic, that place. Very historic. And look what they've done with it.
Young lads.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, Ireland's got it worse than us. They have properly.
No, they ain't. Big up, Stray Cabbage. Rowan, he's bang on it, mate. He's out there and he's documenting it all, and he's documenting it in a very neutral capacity when he's out there talking to both sides, and one side of them are
per person. I'm on about per person per square metre.
I don't get why he's not
I'm on about per person per square metre. They haven't got the same amount of people that we've got, and they're being overrun totally. And it's
we are. It's just no one's reporting on it, Garth. If you look at them, no one's reporting. No mainstream media on that. It's absolutely mad, mate. It's the direction how it's going. I can't get the economic, how economically it can be maintained.
Yeah, well, it can't be. Anyway, let's change from that. So what? Sorry, no. It's getting too PP. It's getting far too deep. So what football team supporters have we got on? We got Moon.
Borough, up the Borough.
Yeah, you shouldn't really be shouting about that. And then we got Dave, obviously.
Yeah, big up Newcastle, mate. I love Newcastle.
You can't really call Lincoln a team, though, can you? Really, it's not. They're still taking inflatable Mr. Blobbies to the match and that.
Mate, I can't talk about I'm a Tottenham fella. I can't talk about that too much. We're getting, it's all getting a little bit sloppy.
You ain't got the nose. You ain't got the nose for a Tottenham boy.
Mate, my second name's Waterman. I am Jewish.
Oh, is that a Jewish name, Waterman?
I don't know. It sounds Jewish, though, doesn't it?
I suppose it does. It's better than Goldberg or Sterling Goldberg.
I only know one Jewish word, Bar mitzvah. What's that mean? Bar mitzvah.
Yeah, mate, I do some of those, but I can't talk about it. Yeah, no, not online. Anyway, let's not go there.
It's a party, isn't it, for a Jewish lad? Bar mitzvah.
Yes, it's all about age, but So, what do you reckon? How do you reckon the Premier League's going to end up, man?
Crystal Palace right at the top, mate. Yeah. Middlesbrough being, I don't know what league they're in, Middlesbrough, but they won't be far. Tottenham, they'll be gone, Tottenham, you know what I mean?
No, we'll be in the top 5. We'll be the top 5.
Pele was retiring, man.
The bloody hell's Lincolnshire United. So that's my synopsis.
Well, that's it, mate. It was PP, I know you love words, don't you? Like synopsis, but what about this one? I heard someone say it and you went, that's a great word. I think it was precipice. Could you remember?
The precipice. There's a lot of people on here that are on the fucking precipice.
They're clinging on. Was it precipice, PP?
I can't remember that one.
Oh, well, it can't have been. You will have remembered this one.
Do you know what? I think it was probably me talking about tunes, if I'm honest, and then PP.
I can't see you.
Remember that one on here. Yeah,
it's too posh for you.
There's a few people on here who are very precipice.
So when you're on the precipice, what does that mean? Like you're on the edge, like
right on the edge, about as near to the edge as you can possibly get. It's slipping away from you. If you're on the precipice, it's slipping away.
Nice one, Bomber.
You could be slipping away. Could be. It depends on the how hard it is, mate. If you're hanging off the edge of it, you may be. If you've got a Tottenham supporter, you're on the peak of that nose, then it'd be something like K2. Then I think you are in trouble.
It's funny. I watched a thing on YouTube the other day. It was about this bloke, and I don't know what they were doing. She was on a swing, and she had to sort of. No. Hang on. Let's all slow down. Let's not jump to it. So they were on holiday. On a mountain. Fucking hell! I had to back that up straight away, didn't I? And it was one of those swing. It was one of those swing out things that you obviously go right out, and it's scary as fuck. Clearly.
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
What the one where he pushed her off? He pushed his bird off. Fucking hell.
What? I've seen that. I've got one of my shorts. I've got a short.
Honestly, if anyone can see any of that shit, that bloke, she binned him straight off. I think she shouted something to him as she was falling.
Well, they're naked, Gaff. I bet they were naked as well, weren't they, just for another little twist?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Delete this live.
Gaff, what were you doing with the Masters earlier on? Anyway, that was a bit. I can't remember you ever talking to Masters.
Mate. I talked to him a couple of times. Yeah, he can go proper deep, proper quick though. He can go proper deep, proper quick.
I love Masters, really.
I'm quite happy to have a go with Masters. Not a problem. Absolutely not. He's clearly a fucking lunatic. And
you know, when he's at his worst, right? He's still likable. When he's at his worst, he's still nothing like.
Yes, he is.
He's just a nice bloke. He's just one of these other people that's just a big softie, as far as I'm concerned. That's the way he comes across to me, anyway. And
I thought he's from Scotland, not Portsmouth. Sorry, Carl, I couldn't resist that one.
All right, it was a small alleyway, wasn't it? And I walked straight into it. It was. He's just that's how he comes across to me. He's just one of those people. I mean, I've spoken to Paddy, and he's another one of those big softies. He's another nice bloke. He's just a genuine fella. You know, these people are just genuine people. You know, behind the scenes.
Paddy from Ireland.
Yeah, Paddy. Yeah, Paddy.
Oh, Paddy.
PP. Gaff was telling me.
I laugh with Paddy Walsh. He's funny, mate. And PD, I should laugh with PD. And me and him could go at each other really.
He's another big softie. He's another big softie that don't want to be told. He's another one. He's another one of those people that's just all right, really.
He knows YouTube. So the same as a lot of people, they know YouTube, mate. And no one's better than anyone. We all get whacked and we all get triggered and we all get smashed. You know what I mean? That's the good thing about it. It's only we can take it, we're still here.
Classic YouTube, right, PP? For me, classic YouTube of all time was when PD jumped on Fighting Trolls and told him he owned his channel and that he's got all the passwords. Can you remember?
Yeah, well, he did. He did. He did.
Could you remember it,
No,
Gav?
he didn't.
Yeah,
He
I did.
did.
And he did, though. He
Paul
set
was
it up
not
for him.
stupid. Paul weren't stupid, mate. Paul was never as stupid as he made out. And he
You asked PD, PP. You asked PD, right? Anyone, there was about 1,000 people in that chat. It was one of the best lives ever. PD just like Paul was speechless because he helped him set the channel up or something.
Yes, he definitely did. You know that, PP.
Unless PP knows something else and we don't.
No, he knows what you're saying is true. That's why he's not saying anything.
I think you guys have been here longer than me because I remember it, all that going off. Paul, I remember Paul, he used to make me like it, have his dressing gown on, he'd be living with his birds when he'd be doing his bets. I was thinking, who the bloody hell's this geezer? I had a few
Exactly.
laughs at him.
So
When I
what
started
was
having
it?
a laugh, well, this geezer's all right, do you know what I mean? And it was funny times they were with Paul.
But what did he have though, PP, that like made 1,000 people want to watch? You know what I mean? Every night, a lad had a dressing gown. You know what I mean?
Paul had banter, and he knew nothing. He knew absolutely nothing about nothing, or a little bit about nothing. Right, but he knew how to word it well, and he could put it across.
Yeah, he
his
did.
facial
And do you know what else I
expressions,
think he had? I think he had the novelty of being one of the first people. I think, sorry to interrupt you, mate. I didn't mean to be rude. I thought he had the novelty of being one of the first people that kind of did that kind of thing, you know?
But for us, he was, yeah. But you thought there was people that well before him, like Cody Lackey. They'll say that each channel come from Cody Lackey, and that's where PD and all that they started watching before us.
I missed that.
Yeah, I did.
I missed him, Cody. That was.
Yeah, I did.
I was just
It's all still out there, you know, PP. It's all still out there. Like Woo Mobile's got a channel.
Yeah.
With all old lads.
Yeah, exactly. That was a sly warning from Moon to you. That was all the gay videos are still out there. You can once you've done it on YouTube, PP, it's done. What?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was an uncomfortable silence, wasn't it?
The thing with YouTube, no matter what happens on YouTube, someone is recording everything. People need to remember that. So whatever you say, it could be 3 years down the line, whatever. There's a contradiction. People will pick up on the contradictions. It's like Dave said, I am very similar in real life to how I am on here, but I have a laugh on here a lot more than what I do in real life. But don't get me wrong, I do have my own moments in real life, do you know what I mean, where I have a laugh with people. But and that's it. But I am the same person. If you met me, it wouldn't be nothing different. It wouldn't be no. I am who I am.
Do you know what? That's really funny. I'm not anything like I am on YouTube. I'm like Moon. Secretly, I am. I'm really cool.
Thank God for that.
I forget a bit weird, you.
Mate, honestly, I'm really calm. I'm really, really calm. It's just like a different world for me when I come on. So yeah, I was going to just contradict that a little.
Yeah.
It's been a wild ride, mate, with all the wildness that went on and all that, Garth, and that was wild. I used to talk to you on the phone. I'm gutted I ain't got your number because I wish I still had that to have a chat with you and all that. But I understand the paranoia, everything what was going on with everything there, mate, from back then. But you've come through it all. Like before, it was I've been mean to people, but I never meant anything with you. Like when I thought you were ill that day, I apologise to you, and I meant that from the heart, mate. It was
honestly, yeah, mate. It's no big deal. But when I phoned you, when I was after I had my heart attack and I was in my deathbed.
I think that
was brilliant. That called out.
Yeah, I was still going as far. You wouldn't.
That was a moment. God, that was a moment. Big up, Gatsby. Yeah, that was a moment.
I was laughing. As soon as I came offline that day, I was laughing to myself. And that's what YouTube should be about. It's only just having a laugh at yourself. If you can't laugh at yourself, then you should never laugh at anyone else.
Yeah. Well, let's get to the nitty gritty, right? So, Dave, something. Are you there, Dave?
Yeah.
So, What was it that like made you think today, oh, I'm going to do a live? Because you haven't done one for ages, have you? What was you thinking like?
To be honest, mate, I don't know. I just saw that no one was live, and I wasn't really doing anything, so I thought, why not, mate?
What made you
that's
start
fair.
your own channel, Dave?
Fair enough. I was hoping for a bit better. I'd say like, because I've seen you about in chats recently. I was saying when you went away before that you've had a good break off YouTube, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, there's only certain channels I'll go on now, mate, to be honest.
Like a good break, though. Anyone who knows Dave knows that he hasn't been on here for time. You know what I mean?
No, I've not seen you, Dave. I've not seen you.
Good on you, mate. Good on you. Like it's not easily done. You know what I mean? When you're into YouTube, to have a break like that.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah,
But the thing is, once you've got a job and you've got a family and it's all going on, it makes it probably a little bit easier. It's people that haven't got anything going so much.
Now, the way I look at it is, it's just like it's just like instead of watching all the shit on telly, innit? That's what
It's much better than TV, isn't it? You can interact with it.
It's like TV years ago in the 80s, you sit there talking on the TV, having a laugh, winding people up. There, right? I'll laugh with people. It used to be a lot right funny, didn't it? You had a right laugh on it. And that's like.
Did you have all the CDs here, like TV?
You too. I try. This is what I try and do. I try and get everyone talking. That's why I give people spanners.
No. You ain't going to slip out. You're not going to slip out of this. I know exactly where Moon's going. What was your fucking handle on the CB?
Mine.
Yeah, Moon. He's laughing because he knows he was going there.
Answer.
Oh mate, I can't even remember.
Don't shoot.
I
think it was Devon Boy or something like that.
No, it weren't. It was something silly like a throttle cable, something like that. I think it was throttle cable for a motorcycle.
Throttle cable.
Mine was brain box, even though I'm thick as shit.
Brain
Stuff slips out, doesn't it? You only ask one question and look at what's happening.
Talking of brain boxes, what about PP, man? He's been the champ. He's the Moon Quiz champ this week. How do you feel about that, PP?
With me and big up Google. No, a lot of it, the car ones, I can't believe I didn't get the airbag. But even now, I would have never got that. I wouldn't have got that. I didn't know that them two chemicals. I remember years ago, gunpowder was not made of that. Them two chemicals. Well, it might
but
be
you know what,
I'm going back to what I done when I was doing. Would it be under physics? Science?
You know what, though, mate? I just want to thank you for just taking them 2 hours, because you put 2 hours into that quiz, didn't you? And like, you're a busy man on the YouTube, you know what I mean? And like, for just to keep someone in your chat for 2 hours, you're doing something right, you know what I mean?
It's funny, I love all that. I love all them chats and the quizzes. It was funny, it's good, it gets your brain going, and it's a good chat. That's what I mean. I like all that. The roastings, the laughs, I love all that as well, obviously. But it's good to get some positive. Like normally YouTube, if I've got a bit of time, I'm watching a lot of engineering on it. Changing barrels and motors and rehoming and learning about gear. But no, it's got absolutely no bearing on me whatsoever in my life at all now.
Mate, I've watched, you know what I've been watching recently? I've watched a load of like Asian channels where they rebuild stuff.
Yes, I know the channel you mean, where they're rebuilding things.
From fucking scratch in the middle of the street.
Differentials on lorries, they're remoulding things. Now that's engineering.
Yeah, that's proper. Yeah,
and they're working, making tools, drilling holes, tapping, dyeing, proper old school engineering. There ain't none of that in England no more. They're just fitters. You go to someone now and tell them...
You wouldn't get away with it. You wouldn't get away with wearing sandals, no fucking gloves, no hard hat, no fuck all. You just wouldn't get away with it. These people are dealing with molten metal.
They're remoulding the tools they make, the way they're putting bearings in is unbelievable. That's how it used to be done. And that's the best way of doing it. Do you know, I'd rather have them people rebuild an engine for me than Ford over here, the mechanics in Ford. If I sit there and rebuild an engine and talk it all down, all the settings and do all that, I'd rather let them people in Pakistan do it for me in them dirty Well, they're working in that dirty, sandy place doing it there because I know it'll be done properly and it'll be done to how I want it. And it is sad. But
Yeah,
there is
listen, my
eventually
battery's
all
going
the
to
young
die again.
people on here.
I only charged it for a bit after. I'm going to have to go. My battery's going to go. I only charged it a little bit after I spoke to Masters. But it's been a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure.
One question. Garth, one question.
Jay, thanks for letting me on. I'm going to have to go. Thanks for letting me on.
Garth, please, one question. Garth, what did that bar mean? What did that bar mean? What you said to Paul? What did that? Because I don't know what it meant.
Right, okay. Well, they were Queen's medals. So on the outside, they were Queen's medals. They were Jubilee medals. They were nothing. Everyone gets them. The middle one was my long service medal, good conduct. Good conduct. I've got others apart from that, but they were easy ones. Brilliant. They were easy ones. Everyone should know them. Garth. A lot of people get them. All right, I'm going to go. Bye.
Cheers.
Garth, superb. Garth was on fire when he went on Paul Allen. Stacey clipped it, didn't she? She's been here for a while, Smackhead Stacey, bless her heart.
I was going to say, PP, about that. About what's your? I know you're not an Annan fan, and Garth isn't. Like, what's the situation now? Like, has he admitted anything yet?
I don't think he will admit something. But this is what I mean with people. For someone to come on and play, just to try and get on with people, to portray themselves with not just someone who they ain't, but could make out they're in the SAS right now. Wow. The mindset is phenomenal. And if he'd have come on here and just been himself, he'd have probably got on so much better with it, pending what he's about, obviously, or what things are about. But it's an absolute mad one.
That video you shared though, PP, you know, where was that on his own channel? The one where he was just like,
that was his own channel.
Why would you do that? Why would you do something like that?
Yeah,
and leave it on there, looking like you did. You know what I mean? And it's something not right.
It was a mad one, and he done me because I had a little back and forth with him, and then he started getting a bit rude and mentioning people he shouldn't have mentioned. And I thought, fuck, you know what, Paul, sod it. And he left a comment. When he left a comment, I thought, let's have a look at his channel. I found him videos. I thought, oh my God, this guy, look at him. So one thing led to another. I don't like doing it because I don't like I said, I'm not here to hurt people or do anything like that, and I don't want to. But if people are going to go out to try and hurt me, or going to come out and try to portray themselves for someone, especially like Garth said, he knows people, and it was a simple question he asked. And not only that, the people who are supporting people, it puts a reflection on them. So the best way out of it for it is just to say, look, it is what it is.
I think it's too deep. They've gone too deep with him now, haven't they, to turn back? I think they're already getting in place to like tell him who's going to back him up. You know, if it gets worse, and
yeah,
you know,
it's an hard one, and it's an hard one. It's a nasty one. The same with Yeti. I like Yeti. I've always liked Yeti. A lot of people's gone in. I've always liked, but with the dog,
I like Yeti.
That broke my heart. That broke my heart. That did, because I had that guy from Liverpool who gave me that dog when my Tilly died. I drove up, picked the dog up, really nice geezer, and Dutch was a proper, really handsome Frenchie, big, muscular, full head, beautiful temperament, absolutely phenomenal. When I lost it, broke my heart. It not just broke my whole family's heart. We lost him, it killed us. And then to see that, and then you go, oh well, it's only a YouTube dog, and it ain't a proper dat. And I'm thinking, what is this geezer doing? Like, what is he doing? You know what I mean? Someone's just given you, who's a dog breeder, who does it for a living, like the guy I went and got Dutch off. It weren't no crappy puppy farm. He was a proper setup. He loved them dogs. They walked. They had the best food. They were registered. They had all their jabs. They were well looked after. It was a team. It was a team, high end team.
Well, didn't Coggo get one of the litter? Coggo and Joanne Gray got one, didn't they?
Yeah, they got one. Yeah. They did, yeah.
Coggo, I've seen Coggo say he loves that dog. He said it's the best dog he's ever had, you know.
Yeah, and that's it. So, and you got to tip your hat to Incog, mate. He got a dog. It's his best friend. He loves that dog, and you can't take that away from no one. And that's what animals are. They're part of my family. That's how my animals are. So when I saw that, it hurt me. And when I spoke to him about it, and he lied, and I thought, all right, I'll let it go. And I spoke to him a couple of months later. First time was on Expo. A couple of months later, and he come out with something, and then he sort of, I think he'd had a drink or something. He went, well, it's only a YouTube dog. And I was thinking, oh my God, if you've got a guy who's breeding high-end dogs here, he's named that dog for you because he's seen you on there laughing. And I remember when people were threatening to go around Yetis.
Yeah, I remember.
Come round here and do this, and he was straight back on there, Liverpool. So anyone goes near that dog, because he's got an aftercare. A lot of these people have got aftercare for their dogs. They don't just sell a dog and that's it, that dog's gone. They keep an aftercare on the progress of the dog and how the dogs are doing and things like that.
What's he thinking right now then? What stuff he's thinking right now, you know?
He commented on my page about 6 weeks ago, and he was under the name Butch, and he went, it's me, Liverpool status. He goes, it's mad, isn't it, YouTube? And I went, oh, but how you doing, mate? Blah, blah, blah. Didn't say nothing, and now I can't get back. I can't remember where the comment was or nothing. But I think...
But he must know about all this.
Yeah, of course. And then, he come on there and said, well, he spoke about his personal life on a live. He something about what's happened with his personal life. Yeah, what are you doing, mate? Right, you could reach out and get hold of the guy. The guy's a businessman. It was soul destroying, that was, and that's what makes YouTube bad, mate. When there's good people on there who do good things for people, and people just take it and abuse it. And I don't like seeing that. It happens a lot, mate. People getting money off people, conning people. I don't like seeing none of it. People's got something what they're doing, and people donate money because they've got a good channel like the cuts. They're cool. But when people are doing people good turns and that, mate, it's showing people love, mate, and that there's not many good people left in this world. So big up all the good souls.
But just the fact that Staffy's, I think everyone's expecting him to like go around and fill him in or something. You know what I mean? But he hasn't said anything, has he?
No, but why would you? What? How could you? If anything, you couldn't do that on YouTube because you're going to get nicked.
Yeah, but
it's
like
just. I know one thing. If I ever bred dogs and I gave one away because I love my animals, and someone done that to me, I would be absolutely fucking fuming. And it's on social media. So what can he do? He can't go and do something like that. And probably in his head, he's probably thinking, it's probably see if someone done that to me, and I saw someone that done to me. It probably hurt me in a way.
It's a natural reaction, isn't it, to get hold of them?
Myself off. Yeah, how have I mugged myself off like that, doing that? Which
Dave talks to Butch. Dave talks to Butch, don't you, Dave?
Sorry, mate.
You talk to Butch, don't you, Dave?
I've not done for a while, mate, but yeah, now and again I do. He gives me the odd message and we have a chat.
Yeah.
He's a good bloke, mate, Butch. Good bloke.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, good bloke. Yeah. Been here for ages, yeah. And that's what I mean. We need all the good people back. A lot of them's gone.
We need Darryl back, mate. We need old fucking Darryl back.
Darryl, yeah, maybe it's Darryl, yeah. Darryl, yeah.
Yeah, he's alright, man.
Yeah.
Spoke to him a few weeks ago. He's alright. He just fell out of love with it, you know what I mean? He just got boring for him, I think.
Yeah, this is the thing with YouTube. You can be nice to people, and then all of a sudden people go in hard on you, and you think, who is it? And sometimes it could be people who could be talking to you in one channel and then slagging you off in another, and you work out and you think, fuck, it's the same people, and you've got to power through that. But it is soul destroying. I've had it a few times where I thought, you know what is all this about? Do you know what I mean? It was only through me gritting in and the determination. I don't think if I would have had the arguments I had with every single channel on there a couple of years ago, I probably wouldn't be here now. It's only because I've knuckled down and argued and fucking got my point that's kept me here. It hardened me up through it. Well,
keeps you on the ball, Lord, doesn't it? Keeps you on the ball, Lord.
If you've got a strong opinion on certain things and you're your own person, people on here don't like it. Do you know, if
well,
you're outspoken, you say what you feel, kind of thing. Then certain people fucking hate that.
Yeah, certain people do. Certain people don't like seeing people doing well on here. A lot of influential comes from people who no one even knows who they are. But don't get me wrong, a lot of the people who no one knows who they are good people. They have a laugh, and that you can see they have a laugh. I've had arguments with a lot of them, and I have a laugh with them all now. And it's just misconceptions. But some people, they try and push things with. It's a mad one. It's a fucking mad one, and it's social media. So
there is some.
Summarise it up.
Do you have I was going to say there is some. I bet there's some other good little chats about that we just don't know about, because you'll go into some channels and like there'll be a brilliant panel. There'll be like 5 people like on the panel who we all know. There'll be like 10 people watching it. It's weird.
Yeah. It's like Ash H. I don't see a lot of Ash H. And Ash H spent about 3 hours. Now, I'm not tech savvy. It's going back now, a year and a half. So I was even less tech savvy than what I am now. And he sat there while I was trying to do a live, because Paul, I kept asking Paul, and he went, yeah, I'll tell you. And every time I rang, he wouldn't answer the phone. He wouldn't tell me how to go live. And I weren't going live to compete with Paul, because I don't compete with people. I just want to do with fishing, have a laugh and things when he weren't live. So Ash H, he sat there, right, while I was doing the live, and I was trying to put a link out. I worked out how to go live. We've done that through someone else's chat. Now I'm live, and he spent hours in there saying, now you've got to copy this, paste that, now got it, and I've done it. And the patience that geezer's got, right, is beyond me, because I couldn't have done that, especially with someone like me, right? And he done it.
I don't know that. I don't know who he is. I know his name in chats, but I don't think I know much more than that about him, to be honest.
Ash H, he's been going polls. He's been around for years. Ash H has. He's never goes on no one. He's opinionate as a laugh.
Is he the Villa supporter, PP?
Yeah.
Is he the one?
Yeah, he's from that area. Yeah, Villa.
Yeah, thought it was. Look at that comment. What Jim put. Look, some people have 48-hour memories on YouTube, especially when it comes to morals. Fucking bang on, mate. Bang on.
Yeah.
It's less than 48 hours, like.
Yeah, your morals.
About 24. Yeah. You cannot blame. How could some, like, Jones is now saying that he can't remember half the stuff he does on one of his lives, you know what I mean? How could you get that drunk? Like,
off 6 cans.
On a nightly basis where you can't remember what you've said a few hours before. Like, I can't remember being that drunk ever.
That's how you can. Yeah, you can't. That's how you can.
I think I've been paralytic like that maybe once or twice.
Yeah. You always remember. It's like Tunes. I like Tunes. I think he's got something, but I think Tunes is so influential with other people. I think what he's trying to do is everyone's going, yeah, to make it big time, Tunes, you've got to do this. And he's trying to reach for the top, and he ain't going to reach for the top. He ain't going to be the best on YouTube. The more he tries, the more.
Well, that's it. You hear things like,
shot down, mate. It's a level playing field. There is no, I'm harder than you, and I can do this, and I can do it. It's funny saying it, but the reality is, it can't happen. It can't happen.
Everyone to their own opinion on people on here, but I think the guy's a fucking idiot, if I'm honest.
Well, I can agree with you, right, Jane. But he has got some good points, you know, like now and again.
Yeah.
But he is cringy. What he's doing now is cringy. His channel's cringy to me, right? And it'll get back to him. But that's the feeling you get off it. It's like it's cheesy. You know what's going to happen.
It takes things to heart too easily, mate. Do you know what I mean? And then he'll have a few beers. He'll fucking come out with some mad bullshit. People can go at him at, but then he blames it on his mental health. Like it's the same shit all the time, mate. Don't get me wrong. He could be when he's not on the drink and he's in real life, he could be a fucking good guy. I'm not saying he ain't, but on here, I just think he's a bit of a fucking tool, mate. But
Yeah.
It's nothing personal.
You're right. He has his moments. I like him. I was going to say something with Tunes, but his mental health again. Blaming his mental health, right? That is something what he should never do. And it is an insult to people who are taking handfuls of tablets. And then tablets like quetiapine and things, they knock the granny out of you. They don't do nothing. They just shut people up. They give them handfuls of them just to shut people up. But he's not on nothing. James, I like James. Like he said, when he's sober, I've had some good conversations with him and had a laugh with him. When he gets provoked and had a few beers, he's funny. But then when he gets over the top, like when he does that, I've been on his panel, he said to me, what do you think of this person? Now, one thing I won't do, if I've got on with someone, irrespective of what people think about people, if them people have always been all right with me, I ain't going to go in on them, right? I ain't going to do that. Right? I ain't going to do it. I won't do it. It's not right doing that. And he's asking me, going, oh, what do you think of this? He's done this, he's done that, she's done this, she's done that. And the next thing, when everyone else has fell out of him, he's back powering them up. The people who he's been, I'm thinking, what are you doing? Right? The people you're doing it to, they're not silly. They're going to see right through that. But it's a mad one, and he does need to sort his nut out a bit better. He needs to run his own channel and be himself, not be someone who everyone must like, because you ain't going to be able to achieve that. If someone can be someone who everyone likes. Yeah,
Not
They're
a
so
chance.
good, them, Dave. What are them? They're your happy pills.
Are they what, mate?
Your happy pills.
Yeah, they what I take for my bipolar, mate. 300 milligrams. It's the fucking highest dose. So no doubt
What's
they'll
that,
stop
quetiapine?
working. No,
Yeah, my brother,
venlafaxine.
he's on venlafaxine. Yeah, my brother, he's on fucking hell, my older brother, and he's on. If I told you what he's on, I can't even remember, right? But the dosage, even when he goes to his doctor, they're like, no, he ain't. But he's on some hardcore doses of it for mental health. But he's one of them. He's not like. It's what gets me with like Tunes night. He goes out, and mental health is mental health. If you go on a turn, right, you're going to go on a turn, whether it's police or anyone. Right? He's no like my brother will. And my brother, if you sit here and spoke to him, you'd think, oh, what a nice geezer. If you spoke to him, went down to drink, you'd think, what a nice geezer. He wouldn't turn on you. He don't turn on people and start going on his mates and all that. But something triggered him, and he went, you think, fuck, when his geezer's on his rocker, he's fucking a lunatic, right? But when people turn, they turn. And he'll end up getting not banged up, but put in a mental institution for 28 days and assessed and let out again. And the medication he's on is phenomenal, absolute phenomenal. So it is a bit of an insult because there's a lot of people who suffer mental health, and the ones who suffer with it, when they go and ask for the help of the doctors, everyone gets palmed off. And the people who shout the loudest are normally the ones who ain't really got it that bad. And the ones who have, they don't really shout. They sit there waiting, and the next thing, they bloody top themselves. And
my mental health is up and down. Do you know what I mean? Like, say I don't take my tablets for a few days, I'll hit rock bottom. I won't want to get out of bed. I won't want to do fuck all. I think everyone's a fucking against me. Yeah. I feel like I'm shit. I feel like I'm a shit father, shit husband.
That's after a few days of not taking them.
Yeah, classic, give it 2-3
classic signs, Dave. That's classic signs.
Yeah. But then on I have more good days than I do bad days. Don't get me wrong. But because I've had it for so long, I've learned to just get on with it. Do you know what I mean? I don't fucking. I keep it to myself, mate. If I'm having a shit day, I'll keep it to myself. The wife will know, obviously, because she knows what I'm like. But on a good day, I'm on top of the world, mate. Nothing can fucking get me down. But then when I do have that odd bad day, it's bad, if you know what I mean. And I think, when was it? Middle of last year when we went to the wife's sister's wedding, and I saw all her family happy and together and having a laugh, and it just brought back fucking really bad memories for me about my childhood. And I'm not like that with family. Do you know what I mean? I've not seen most of my family for years, and it hit me that fucking bad that I went and sat on the fucking train tracks at 3 o'clock in the morning. Do you know what I mean? And I was fucking ready to fucking die, mate, for no apparent reason. Do you know what I mean? And if them two lads didn't walk over that bridge when they did, because there was 2 train lines, and I said to myself, you'll sit on one and you're not fucking moving. The train comes, you're not moving. And I did do that. And luckily the train went past on the track next to me.
and 2 lads walked over the bridge and saw me and rang the police. The police come and I got sectioned there and then until the following afternoon. My wife even missed her sister's wedding because she had to come and pick me up that. But yeah, that's just an example of like my mental health. When it's bad kind of thing.
Well,
Yeah,
it
big up
doesn't
them guys
really
who called
get
the
any.
police. Big up them guys who called them police.
You can't
Well
get
done, them
any
boys.
heavier than that, Dave, can you? You know what I mean, mate? That's
Mm.
fucking heavy.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, even though I had nothing.
And that's that.
You know what I mean? And like my wife and kids was only fucking 200 yards up the road in the hotel. Do you know what I mean? I had nothing to be down about. If anything, I should have embraced it. Do you know what I mean? Because they all love me to bits, all her family. They all support me. And I don't know, it just fucking hit me, mate. And I went downhill big time.
That's
luckily,
insecurity, so Dave. But let me tell you, Dave, your life, what you said earlier about certain aspects of your life was very similar to mine growing up. But lucky enough, I was like 15, 14, 15, so I'd found a way where I could sort of like find my own direction. I weren't as young. But how you are now as a man and what you've done, what you've come through, where you are now, there's no one who can judge you as a person, mate. No one.
No,
like,
no.
You've done. You're a top man. You are a top man. You've embraced everything, and that's what you've got to do. Is embrace everything and live for what's going on now and what's around you now. And nothing. Your kids are never going to go through what you went through.
No, definitely.
You're going to make sure that happens. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. When I was younger and I was a smackhead, when I was 15, 16, 17, I never thought I'd have this in life. Do you know what I mean? Back then, I always thought this would be my life, and it was for X amount of years until I met the wife, and then it all got better, mate. So, yeah.
I think you had something positive. You had something positive for the direction. What is when you're at a young age, if you're just seeing all negative, like you said, having to go out and do bits of it, you're moving in a circle, and then you're going to see people who are in that circle, so that you follow on with that circle. And at a young age, it's influenced you. Lucky enough, you found and saw a direction out, and that road you've taken out of there, that road you took out of there, there's not many people in here who could have done what you've done, Dave. Right? Not many people in here. I don't care who they think they are. What you've done, right? That road is a very hard road. What you've done and achieved, overcome. You've got your family, and that is something you've done really well, mate. And respect for that, and I mean that from my heart.
100%. I think everyone knows it, don't they? Like, that's why Dave's a bit legend on the YouTube, man, and he gets respect wherever he goes, man.
I'm an open book, mate. I don't come on waffling fucking shit. I just say what I see, mate, and fucking try and fucking give advice to people who need it, kind of thing. But the way my channel started, it kind of went downhill when I started getting involved with all the fucking shit, and that's why I've stepped back, mate.
No, that's what I said. You don't get embraced it, and no matter, like I said, no matter who you are on YouTube, people are going to try and trigger. They're going to try and do this, do that. It happens to everyone. It's the making of you, really, on YouTube. If you can't hack it, you've got to go. If you can hack it, then embrace it. But like I said, everything you've been through, Dave, this is a walk in the park. About what people say to you, it's got no bearing or relevance on you compared to your life. Right?
Exactly.
It's so weird though, isn't it, Dave and PP? I'm like, when I have a bad day, like a really bad day, it's nothing like when Dave was saying there, when he was at that bad night and down them tracks, man. That is like, that's just next level, isn't it? You know, like, it makes me think, fucking hell, when I'm having a bad day, like, there's people worse, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you've suffered, you've got your stuff. I remember you saying to me, you've suffered anxiety and mental health and all that. It's nasty. It affects a lot of people. Affects a lot of people. That's what I mean. I think the reason I don't think right is true. Young years ago in prison and all that, you couldn't have mental health. If you suffered with, say, panic attacks, you'd get laughed at. You would. And as sad as that is to say, you'd get laughed at if you was in that cell banging when you was in youth custody. In the 80s, people would laugh at you going, shut that cunt up. That's how bad it was. You have to grow through all that. Which ain't, don't get me wrong, I ain't a bad person. I'm quite a nice person. I help people out. I listen to people. I understand people. And it is nice being nice. But it's emotion-wise, it does shut down a lot of your emotions. It shuts you down in a lot of things in certain aspects, all of that bollocks. But the best thing, like I said, it ain't part of my life no more, and I'm glad I'm away from all that.
It's mad, isn't it? Like, mad the like what they all run with, you know, this gangster PP and the knowing the craze and all. It's funny, isn't it? It's fucking funny, like.
You just laugh. And then people go on there going, "Oh, people, thinking it weren't even me who said anything about it. I got Dr. Cranial." You know what I mean? But I'm glad I did at the end of the day. But yeah, I sit there laughing at it. Like I say, sometimes I think, who am I today? So I have to read into it and think, oh, that's it. I
I
forgot
just
about
have
that.
this.
I better pick up and embrace that.
I have this vision of you with a pair of tights on your head, you know, and they pull the tights over their head with a big fucking old-fashioned air rifle or something. But definitely the tights over the head, like, I can see that. Did they used to do that back in the day, PB? When did they stop using tights? Because they're horrible tights, aren't they? When someone puts a
Yeah,
pair of
people used
tights
to
on.
fit the old tights over there. No, yeah,
Yeah,
no, I had ski mask,
yeah.
crash helmets, motorbike. So I understood the dynamic. No, it's 90s. I understood the cameras. I'm talking here. I didn't even do it. I want to get away with this. You know what I mean? When we've done
Yeah.
it.
BP, there's a brilliant show. There's a brilliant show on telly, right? It was out in the 90s about what they call the Sweeney, but a proper show. What they call them people
Yeah.
that who run London? What's the proper name for Sweeney? The Sweeney, you know, the police
You had the
department,
original Flying Squad. You had Carter
Flying
Street,
Squad,
Catford, Old
Flying
Bill.
Squad.
Yeah, Flying Squad. Yeah, and believe me, right? Them Old Bill were completely different to any Old Bill
Them
you'd experience.
shooting people, weren't they?
Yeah,
Back
yeah,
in
they
armed
was like,
robbers and that.
yeah. They'd pull you up there, drag you out boats. They bang you up in Carter Street in South London in Kennington. That was one nasty place, and Catford, Nick. And he said one at Catford, another one, little big one at South Lord there. They'd look you up in there, they'd take you in there for a week, right, and then just let you out, right? No, you weren't getting no phone calls, nothing. And they were a completely different caliber of normal Old Bill, completely different. I don't know if they still, obviously they still have
Oh,
them
they were
sort of
wicked
guys
tough.
around. They were,
They were.
if they weren't Old Bill, they'd be villains, put it that way. And they wouldn't be, they'd be high-end villains. They were up for it, bang up for it.
Well,
All
they
of them
reckon
were.
half of them were. If you watch it,
Yeah, and
you know, you can't tell me that they're finding a big stash of money and not like putting a bit down the socks and that. You know what I mean?
corruption always works a wonder.
Or a big stash,
A lot of the time, though, it
stash,
was.
and you know what I mean?
I think a lot of them, when they target you, a lot of the ones who target, when you get a mark on you, when the Old Bill, they mark you. They don't care about the scales of justice. They don't really care about nothing. You're going to get harassed and harassed. And like I said, it's like a different league of Old Bill. Whether don't know if they're probably on their own pay grade, whatever, and they will harass the granny out of you, provoke even to a stage where I've had arguments with them before, right? In situations that actually had stand up, tear ups, and proper clumped them, got clumped back for it, and nothing's happened. There's been nothing's ever happened about it. It is what it is. It's a bad one, mate. An absolute bad one and a provocation. But again, what they're saying to you is, we're going to get you. And when we do get you, you're going to get hammered. We're going to hammer you. And that's exactly what will happen. And the problem you got with ego is you don't pick up on that.
You know the court. You know when a court. You know when a court orders, right? But gives the police an order, like they want to do surveillance on somebody, right? How the law grants them put listening devices in their houses of like people who they suspect. How do they get them in there?
I don't know. Years ago, it was all inadmissible. Listening devices, things like that, was inadmissible when I was used to be a criminal. Same as committal to go from magistrate to a crown court, you'd go for a 6-1 and old style committal. That's where you could get every single bit of evidence they're going to produce for your trial. You can scrutinise the evidence. You can ask for any undisclosed material, everything. Once that's gone through that, if they do commit you to magistrates, which 9 times out of 10 they do, but a lot of time you can't get bail from them, the old style committals, because the scales are very sort of fair. They've done away with that. So now there is.
What I'm on about though, PP.
Well, fuck off. Go on with that for 6 months.
What I'm on about though is, to actually get the listening devices planted in the people's houses. Who does that? How do they do that? They're basically breaking into someone's house, aren't they?
Of course they can. Of course they can. They've got lots of if they can do anything. Again, like I said, people need to understand. The best lawyer you can ever have for yourself is yourself. Right, is to understand law and learn the law yourself. Like I said, I don't know how admissible it is. It used to be inadmissible, obtaining evidence like that, tape recordings, listening devices. It wasn't nothing. It didn't really carry no weight. It was like years ago. To get done for a conspiracy, it needed 2 people. Now, there's people in prison for conspiracy to rob someone unknown. Right, and they're doing 5 years. So I'm thinking, how the fuck is she right? It's just unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Right.
So you might as well have shot the gun. It being in a conspiracy, mightn't you?
Yeah,
You're getting the same, aren't you?
conspiracy, that used to be like an holding crime. They used to charge you with that because it carried a bit of weight to get you on remand. The same as if they thought that you'd intimidate witnesses, you're going on remand, and that's what they're charged with, conspiracy. Blah blah blah, and you'd be on remand for it. But 9 times out of 10, when you got to court, it wouldn't stand. And then you go to court. You know, say, listen to this one, Mr. Ray. In 2001, I got out for doing my 9 years, right? I got known for conspiracy and a blackmail, right? I got put on remand for it. Now, the old bill, they said they had evidence. They said they found a bit of material with a bit of my blood on it, right? Nothing on any premises, nothing to do with that. Just this bit of flannel with my blood on it. So I said, "It's that flannel, because we can age that blood. I want to age it." Couldn't get the flannel. And when you looked at the continuity on how it was collected, the things of the crimes. Basically, the crime happened. Well, they said the crime happened. The old bill turned up, took a report and all that. 1 week later, someone else turned up, out the blue, found this flannel with my blood on it, took it somewhere, it disappeared for a week, then it reappeared again, right? And now this is in the evidence. So I got charged with conspiracy and to blackmail. This was a heavy charge. So I'm on remand. I went to the High Court because I kept asking for the evidence that they weren't producing none of the evidence, right?
Yeah.
I got bail from the High Court for 13 grand a surety. When I originally got charged with it, I got bail, right? I got bail. Now, when I went to go to court, I put in a sick note for court. Now, the judge, the solicitor was at court, he had 2 clients in the court. Well, he had a load more than 2, but two people put a sick note in, me and someone else. The judge accepted the other person's. He wouldn't accept mine. He said the judge has got, the doctor has to write that I am unfit to attend crime. Well, the doctor can't write that. Right, he can't write that. So anyway, I ended up with a bench warrant on that. So now I've got a bench warrant on that. So in the end, I get arrested, put on remand for this crime. All right. Go to the High Court, I get bail 2 days before Christmas in 2 days, 2 days before Christmas in 2001. When the trial actually started, the old bill couldn't produce the evidence, what they said they had, couldn't produce the flannel, what they said, what appeared and disappeared, and they've lost it. They couldn't produce nothing. Right. So I got it thrown out. I actually got 28 days in prison for failing to appear for a crime I've just been acquitted of, right? Right from the bail. Yeah, how about that one? Right, and that's factual. That's fact. Right, and that's.
You know what, though, PP? We were talking about judges and that, and how, like, some judges are known to be bastards, aren't they? Or if he wakes up at the wrong side of the bed, you've had it, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, that is the case, though, isn't it? Some of them are, like, bastards, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's who it was. I used to get this judge in Croydon called Joseph, and that's where it was, Croydon. And I've only ever stood trial in Croydon Crown Court twice, and I've always ended up with Joseph, worst judge there, mate. And horrible bastards. And it is. And if you get some of the judges, don't get me wrong, they all slam you, but some of them follow the law and they'll understand the law. I've gone a little bit deeper into this story on another channel about a year ago, or maybe more than that. I will go into it again, but yeah, that's what you're up against. And when you get in that, you just know you got to get away from it and leave it. Otherwise, you're going to get no break. You're going to get no respite. You're just going to end up sitting in and out. And I ain't sitting in jail, mate. When I got that 9 years, mate, the first thing I wanted to do was get out, and that's all I wanted to do was get out. And that was it. And thank God, I've only been back once. I ain't twice. Twice I got nicked for a theft. They give me 6 months for it. Sorry, that was about 6 months after I got out. I got nicked for a theft, and I got 6 months for that. And then the remand for the big one, what they tried to do me on, and they would have hammered me. If you see that, right? And I had barristers, and I listen to this for barristers. See what I mean? This is why you need to learn the law yourself, right? I had barristers who said, "Oh, but it's DNA. They got blood on a cloth, blah, blah, blah." I had to say to a barrister, I said, "Pass me that bit of paper." He gave me the bit of paper. I said, "So if I went out and committed a bad crime now and left that bit of paper you've just given me there, you're telling me that you're going to go, yeah, that was me because your fingerprints on it." And this is what you're up against, what the barristers, these barristers, I knew the solicitor firm well, right? But they all piss in the same pot. And the barrister is only as good as his client. So same with a lot of the people now, there's a lot of high profile cases going on at the moment. And all I would say to anyone, understand the law yourself. Right? And understand the bylaws, right? And understand it. Right, because no one's going to help you. Right, if they're against you, no one's going to help you. Right.
Well, that's why you pay big money for a big posh barrister, don't you? Because they know the law better. That's all. They know the law and they're good at
even they all piss in the same pot. What you got to remember is you got a barrister here, right, who's earning fucking loads of money off of clients, but all of a sudden, them courts are in control of what he's really about or his company and who can get. They could finish that barrister. They could finish him. So, like I said, you need to understand the law yourself. If you can work with a good barrister, that's better than a barrister working for you. Right? If you can work together, right, and put your true case across, right, which is in my case not guilty. You put your true case across, then it eliminates all of this. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I've probably got about 18 months, 2 years of crimes I've not even done on remand.
You all right, Dave? Are you still there, son?
Yeah, I'm still here, mate. Just listening.
Yeah, I know we've been on for ages, like, mate. If, you know what I mean? I didn't think you planned to be on this long a time, is it, like?
25.
Garth would make a good barrister. I reckon Garth, he'd be good as a barrister, wouldn't he?
Imagine him with one of them wigs on. One of them mad wigs. They're mad, them, like, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, Garth would be pucker, mate. He'd put your argument across. Right. He'd probably piss the judge off that much. You'd probably get a not guilty, and Garth will end up getting done for contempt. But I think he would be a good barrister, Garth. Definitely.
He's off his nut anyway. The way he is on panels now. He's funny as fuck. And have you seen him when he stops and asks him bad questions and that? It's funny as fuck. It's like they've all got mannerisms.
Yeah, his whole demeanour's changed recently for the better. Like that when he was on that, he was dying. He had a defibrillator on him. He had all them patches on his heart monitor. He's done a video calling me out. I was sitting there, I like to laugh, and I was thinking, "Oh God, right, this is so funny, right? This is YouTube fucking cracker. This is." That was a blinder. That was. I should be put back up that video because that is a belter. He's had an heart attack and he's there calling me out. Bless him.
Well, even last night, PP, that was a first last night, didn't you think? That was classic YouTube on was it Jim Smith when Mermaid and turned on Jay?
The love triangle. The love.
Mate,
Yeah.
how mad was all that?
But
That was mad, all that.
it was. I think I like Jay. I've got a lot of time with Jay, but I think Jay's got a crush on Mermaid, and I think it was a bit gay that Mr. What's his name, went out with her, and then I think someone got chucked anyway, and someone's a bit bitter about it. Now everyone fell out, and then we had the Skowskis. I can't remember his name, Solomon on there, who I think he's got a crush on Mermaid and also. Well, I think the L tune was. I should have finished the L tune, but I couldn't finish it. You know what I mean? It was funny.
Well, I don't think Jay was expecting Mermaid to turn on him like that. Did you?
No, I was. Did Mermaid turn on him? I couldn't even hear half it. I'd sit when I have a joint. I'd just sitting laughing, right? And I could be over. I had an argument once with Paddy Walden. He's killing me, mate. He's going in on me. He's going in on my wife. And I'm sitting here crying my fucking eyes out laughing. Because I know he's got veins sticking out in his head, you know what I mean? Even he had to laugh in the end. But yeah, I didn't know that. But it is a mad one. But again, it's YouTube. What do people want? All I can say to people, and I've been here a long time, and I've been in fishing communities, and I've met just people who are pure fishermen. When I've met them, out of 100 people, there's 3 of them who are who they say they are. There's 40 of them who are people who are similar to what they say they are, but they dig themselves up a little bit and they don't really know quite as much what they know about what they're talking about. And the other lot, they got fucking Danny what they're on about. And that's an honest synopsis. That is the best I can put it. Right, that is it. That is it. As sad as that is, right? That is my synopsis of YouTube.
That's a bit like Paul Haddon, you mean? He's a classic example.
Well, yeah, look at Paul, bloody hell, mate. Oh, fucking hell.
Right,
he's got to be.
But I'm going to end this now. I've got to do my fucking pack up for tomorrow. I've got to walk the dog yet as well.
Safe, mate. Respect, man.
Dave, it's been a belter. Get some scheduled, mate, and do one a week or something and have a laugh and build it up, and you get different people on different chats and have a good old laugh, mate. YouTube needs a bit of some sensibility, although it can go anyway. You know what I mean? When you've got a panel, anything can happen on a panel. It is what it is. But Dave, thank you very much, mate. Much love to you.
Thank you for your time, PP. It's appreciated, mate.
PP, mate. Dave, I'll leave you to it, mate. I'll catch you in a bit.
Nice one, Fly, mate. Big love.
A bit.
That was a quick half hour, Jim, wasn't it? A long half hour. Just say thank you to a few people for coming in. I appreciate every single one of you. Jimbo, big love, mate. Chill out. Cheers for coming in. Jaggy, big up, mate. Boss Dog, legend as always. Steve, Jim. Right. Take care, all. Thank you for coming in. It's been appreciated. I really enjoyed that. We've had a laugh. We've had a bit of serious talk. I think that's one of the best lives I've ever done, to be honest. So thank you for who came on the panel. And I shall see you all on the next one. Take care, everyone. Big love.